Yo.
He just makes out with everything he sees.
I'm making out with the microphone right
You
now.
should see him after fucking 15 grapefruit Trulies.
Yeah.
I want to.
He's on a Truly now?
Welcome to another episode of Diamond Vibes with your host Henry Panic from Protige.
Hello.
And Poet from PoetVibes.com. We got two guests in the building tonight. We got musician extraordinaire Scott Vanilla.
Oh, you're too kind. Hi, everybody.
And we have Alli from CWP Productions.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Promotions? Is it Promotions or
It's
Productions?
You
Productions.
fuck it up
Get on the
every time.
mic.
You fuck it up every time.
All right, so it's Promotions.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
All right.
You deserve it.
How was your week, Henry?
My week?
Yeah.
Kind of quiet. It's nice. Calm before the storm because I got over the next month
Some
four big shows.
pretty big fucking shows.
4 big shows over the next month.
You want to talk about them?
I do.
Are they going to have more than 2 people through the door like his?
Yeah. Fuck. Thank
Shots
God my
fired.
last show is this Saturday. I don't have no more shows booked. Thank God.
Really? For just taking a break, or you don't have anything?
Well,
on
he
the
sucks
books?
at it.
No, it's just what I've been booking doesn't draw. You know, just the old school breakbeat EDM is not drawing anymore. So my last show is this Saturday, and I don't know what I'm going to book after that.
Would you consider like moving venues to help with the EDM thing?
I just think it's maybe I watched that Icy was in St. Pete not too long ago, maybe last week.
It was pretty big.
It looked like it was dead to me.
I saw videos and it was
Yeah,
it
there
was
was a lot
like
of
the
people?
last time he was at
Okay, well then
last time he
I'm
played.
wrong on that one.
I'm sad to hear that, man. You work pretty hard. I see you always like promoting and posting, and that sucks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do more things like the Boston George
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
Like bringing like celebrities, kind of that kind of thing in. Switch gears a little bit.
For sure.
Who's your
What-
next celebrity?
I don't know yet.
I got offered for that. Some kids that were on some MTV show. The problem with it is then you have to go to clubs that are on like the beach during spring break. I wanted to do it in Daytona because spring break in Daytona, right? But it's so hard just to get the venue because how are you getting paid out of this? When the venues come backdoor, you hit up the agent, and now they just cut out the middleman. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but March 19th, I have Michael Graves doing his acoustic set. That's going to be in Orlando at the Haven. Then March 20th, I have Michael Graves doing his acoustic set in Tampa at Pegasus Lounge. Both have local openers, awesome openers. They're all doing an acoustic show, so it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then April 3rd in Orlando, I have Combi Christ, King A10, Heart Sick, A Killer's Confession, The Dude, and Respect the Dead at Soundbar. And then April 4th, Alli and I both have the same package, different locals at Pegasus Lounge.
Kiss of Betrayal and the Dude, I believe, right?
Yep.
Those are your locals?
Yeah.
Who's the locals for Michael Graves?
You remember? Who do I have? He used to go Brighter.
You got Rebirth. I know that.
Yeah,
You
Rebirth.
got Rebirth.
Cool.
Brighter Nexus is another one of them because some of them changed their names since the last time
Yeah.
I booked them. So
That happens.
Well, didn't you have one of the guys on
and
the
then
show?
yeah, Omer Schenkel was opening both shows.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah,
Dope.
he's funny. So
That's cool.
it's gonna be good shows, and I'm pretty excited. So why don't we throw it to you, Scott? What do you got coming up with Light Divided?
Yeah, man. We actually just today we announced that we're about to announce a tour. So we announced an announcement, but the tour is
Big things are coming.
We're that band, right? I'm that guy. Big things coming, guys. No, but yeah, we are our second tour of the year for 2020 already. We just did one for January with Awake at Last. And we're about to announce the next one yet. I can't say anything yet, but there are some hometown Florida shows for me that I'm pretty stoked about because the band lives in North Carolina, but I live in Florida, so we don't play Florida that much. So I'm pretty stoked to finally be able to have my friends and family come out and see. So yeah,
Well,
that's all I can say.
Awake at Last. I think their vocalist. I want to say he's an agent, isn't he? I want to say I've worked.
No,
with him
their
It's a female,
guitar
right?
player is an agent.
Oh.
No, the guitar player
Okay.
Imran, he works for Artery.
Yeah, I've definitely worked with him before.
Yes,
Your vocalist is not a female?
she is. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
he's talking about the band we toured with, Awake at Last.
How many bands are you in right now?
Just one. No, I'm in a Light Divided. We just went on tour with Awake at Last, and their guitar player he works for Artery.
Yeah, I've worked with him. It's been a while
Yeah.
since I worked with him.
And
but yeah,
what
he's
kind of
nice.
style of music is it?
Awake at Last?
Yeah.
it's super cool, man. It's like very theatrical and like hard rock. They have a song that's hitting Octane hard right now. They have a couple actually that are hitting Octane pretty hard. Like really check them out, man. Like they just came off tour with Ice Nine Kills. So the tour we did supporting them was like their first tour post Ice Nine Kills. So like
that was the one at the Ritz, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, they hit the Ritz. Yeah, they just played the Ritz with Ice Nine. And then we got to jump on the tour with them like their first tour after Ice Nine. So everyone was still like hot on them after the Ice Nine tour. So every night was just a solid night for us, man. It was, and the crowd reception was great. It was a great tour. It was one of the best tours I've done.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
More to come this year, too. Like we're working hard. We're keeping busy.
That's the thing that people don't get, and like, let's just call it what it is. When you're doing a buy-on, you have to follow up with something almost immediately after. And... you know, you got to keep that momentum going. I had that problem with gears that I managed. We put them out there, and then we didn't back it up by anything, and we kind of lost that momentum. So it's important. I don't think people understand that. Like, once you start getting into the game where you're doing major buy-ons, you better have something else, like 2, 3, 4 tours planned after that to capitalize on all of that, you know, hype that you just got touring with a big name.
You can't slow down.
Yeah.
Like it just, I mean, you know, we're already planning. We're pretty much planning 2021 at this point. You know, we know what we're doing for the rest of this year already. You know, and
that's
then
the
in
way
the future.
to do it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
For sure.
You guys
no slowing down.
Do you guys have anything other like big name tours that you're going to be jumping on or anything like that?
Yeah, but nothing that I can really talk about yet, unfortunately, until it's announced or booked and official, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, there's some big names that we're kicking around that we are looking at jumping on with as well.
Who's your guys' agency?
Booking or management?
Booking.
Okay, so booking we were with Blind Anxiety, which is, you know, James, right? Mm-hmm. So we just left there. Can't really say much else about where we're going to be next at this time, but it's coming. Management, we're managed with 10 and 8. I don't know if you've dealt with them at all.
I don't think so. Not
Okay.
that I can think of.
Good people.
Never heard
good
of
people. Yeah, our manager's based out of Nashville, Alex McGinnis, and then Nick Mishko is the owner of the company. Yeah, they're good people, man. They work. Alex works really hard for us. Like nothing but good things to say about him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's what you want in a manager. You want someone who's like a member that doesn't get on stage with you, pretty much.
Absolutely, and
know.
that we can torture and pick on and bully and
Yeah.
you know haze them a little bit. And,
Throw them
get
into
upset
the
about
mix of everything else. I get it.
it. Exactly.
So
Now, how long have you been playing music?
God, man. More like the majority of my life since I was a kid. I mean, I think I started playing guitar when I was 14. You know, like before that, I was trying to sing for bands before I realized I couldn't really sing for shit. Or can I swear on here? Or do I need to
of course.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I mean, I've been playing guitar forever. I've been playing in bands since before I could play guitar. Even just going back forever, man. Just been playing in bands around Tampa forever. Even I mean.
So if you could do a guesstimate, how many tours have you been on?
Oh man. I could probably sit down and think about them all. Really, if I had to just do a guesstimate, I mean, I don't know. Man, it's a tough question. You're gonna stump me because I've toured with a lot of bands too, going back to my earlier days as well.
Like under 50, over 50?
Probably right around there. I'd say 50, something like that, maybe.
Now, for all the listeners that never been on tour, or maybe you're just a local band and you want to go on tour, why don't you talk a little bit about tour life? Because people think it's champagne and caviar and,
Some of it is.
Yeah. Sometimes, every once in a while. The majority of it is not. It is. It's hard, man. It's really hard, especially when you're starting out. You know what I mean? Like when you're at a certain level, then it gets easier as you climb up that ladder. But when you start out, man, I mean, you're not making any money. You know what I mean? Like when you're the first couple tours you do, you're gonna barely eke by and barely pay for gas to get to the next city. You're gonna you sleep in the van. You don't shower. You know what I mean? Like you don't get fed hardly half the time by venues because no one knows who you are. So if you are lucky for them to even book you in the first place, you gotta prove your worth. And you're usually playing for door deals. And hoping that locals bring people. You know what I mean? And then the more you do it, the more you just like any market you try to break into, like if you're just starting out here in Tampa, you gotta, build your name a little bit. It's like that in any city, the first time you start coming through there, you got to try to build your name a little bit. But yeah, you got to be prepared. It's the best of times and the worst of times, man. That's a fact.
So give me a story about the best tour you've been on and give me a story about the worst.
Yeah. Well, just since it's fresh in my memory, I would say that Awake at Last tour that we just did is one of, if not the best tours I've ever done. And
Now, what made it the best?
The venues were top notch. The crowds, like people were coming out, and like it's amazing. So I'll give you one of the like experiences. Like we played one show where South Carolina, and just it was packed. And I mean, as we're like our intros playing, we hear the whole audience just chanting like ALD, ALD, and we're just like sitting there like ready to take the stage, like goosebumps. You're like, oh my god, it's amazing, you know. And then you look out and everyone's singing every single lyric, and it's just like. It's amazing. Now, mind you, like you do that, and then like some nights on tour, there's half that crowd. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're playing on a Monday night. You know what I mean? You guys know from working in the business, like Monday night shows are tough. So it is. I mean, sometimes it is one of those things where it's it's the best of times and the worst of times, man. When your van is broken down and you're stuck on the side of the road and you don't know how you're going to get home or like what you're going to do, and it's hard. Like
sounds like you've been there.
I've been there many times. Yeah, many times, man. Like. Just on tour last year, in a June, July tour, we had a bus. It broke down on us in Denver, and we were stranded in Denver for like 3 days. We had to cancel 2 dates on the tour. Ended up we were trying to rent a van to finish the tour. We couldn't find anything to rent. We were like trying to scramble to find like bands we know in the area whose van we could rent to finish the tour. Couldn't get anything. We ended up buying a brand new van. It became our only option. It was like we either cancel this tour and eat it, and sadly, like again, like we have people that like we're responsible to, you know what I mean, that we don't want to disappoint, that are counting on us, so it's like, all right, well, let's buy a van and try to finish the rest of this tour, and that's what we did. It worked out great for us, but it wasn't easy in the moment, man. It was scary. It was what are we going to do? You know what I mean?
Now, whenever you're roughing it in a van, do you guys like get like a hotel maybe once a week or
no? So every once in a while we'll get a hotel if we like want to treat ourselves,
Like a truck stop, you go to a truck shop to shower and stuff.
So sometimes, yes, the easiest thing that we do is we have Planet Fitness gym memberships. So what we'll do is we'll go there and shower in their facilities there,
I hear a lot of bands do that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of bands are doing. Yeah, because it is one of those things where a lot of those truck stops, like they charge you, I think it's like $20 an hour or something like that to use the shower.
Really?
So, yeah, that works out fine. But if you're really needing a shower, then yeah, you want to do like Planet Fitness is the way to go. Especially if you're touring a lot, you know what I mean? Then you want to have the Planet Fitness membership. Now, I mean, like I do something every single day. Like every morning, I wake up and I will baby wipe myself. You know what I mean? And like spray stuff so I don't smell like a right. Yeah,
I was about to ask you like a tour starter pack. If anybody's going on tour, what is the essentials?
Baby wipes, dry shampoo. Anything to make yourself more comfortable when you are living in a van amongst like 4 or 5 other people up your ass. Yeah, like lots of go to Bed Bath and Beyond and buy all kinds of like smelly oils because the van will stink in no time. Like anything to decorate like your little bunk or whatever you might have that is your little itty bitty living space. Anything you could do to like just make it more like home. That definitely baby wipes and like dry shampoo. Anything to keep yourself like from smelling like an ape. Because you will in no time if you don't, for sure.
Yeah, I was so excited to see that you're going to be opening up for Alisana.
Yeah, we just announced that. Yeah,
man, that is crazy. I love them guys. They are so fucking cool, man.
Where's it at?
It's in North Carolina. So we're doing their North Carolina show, which will. The tour that we're going to announce is going to pretty much that's going to tie into it. We're not ready to announce the rest of that tour, but that was Alisana's show, so that date got announced a little bit earlier than the rest of them. But that's going to be a great show. I'm pretty stoked about it. Like the other bands are great on it too, like Outlier. I never met those dudes, but I have a lot of friends that are like we have mutual friends that are like, oh man, you're going to love those guys. They're super cool.
Are you guys direct support or?
We're direct support for the tour package, so it's a 3-band tour package. And then we'll be direct support for the tour package.
Who else is on it?
I'm totally drawing a blank right now on the 3rd band on the package. Sadly, I'm going to look right now. And I don't think there's another... I don't think there's a local on that.
So it's Alisana, Light Divided, and one other.
Outlier and one other. Hang on, I'm going to look it up right now.
You used to work with I told you Tim used to work with Alisana all the time, right?
Tim. Yeah. I remember I was trying to get Tim to give me their contact information when I was trying to book them because they're so fucking hard to book. They're so hard to get a hold of.
Alisana?
Yeah. So maybe you could do some legwork for me whenever you meet them
Dead Rabbits. That's who it is, which is a really good band, man. I'm a fan of their band. Yes, I will absolutely do some legwork for you.
Yeah. Ask him. Say there's a guy in Tampa, promoter in Tampa, that wants to book you guys, and he's been trying to get a hold of someone, and he's hit a dead end.
Yeah, I got you,
know?
dude. I got you. I noticed they don't have any Florida dates on that run. I looked.
Right.
And they didn't have any Florida dates. I was like, oh, bummer. And then I ended up playing with them in North Carolina. So I was like, all right, we'll see them one way or the other.
Yeah. I think they're based out of there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
North Carolina, man.
what's the vocalist's name again? Sean? Is that it?
There's two. There's Sean and Dennis.
Sean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean owns Revival.
He owns
Right,
Revival
correct.
Records,
That's based out of Raleigh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then because I did a tour with a band that used to be on their label, Me Gosh. Now they sound totally different. They're still good. They just sound totally different.
I feel like I know that name.
They were a good band. They were extremely talented.
Okay.
They just really changed up their sound.
My
They definitely went more like mainstream. It's just
Are they still around?
yeah, they're still around. I forget who they're with now though. They haven't been with Revival for years.
Okay.
So
That's cool. My old bass player, I was in a band called Not Tonight Josephine before A Light Divided, before Mr. Bell. I was in a band called Not Tonight Josephine, and my old bass player, Evan, from that band, joined Famous Last Words, who was on Revival at one time. I'm pretty sure they're not anymore, but they were at one time.
Was that with the female singer?
No, Famous Last Words, his name's JT. You'd probably know him if you heard him. They definitely had some success. They were a really good band.
Yeah, I know that the name sounds familiar. I'm
Yeah.
getting them mixed up. I know Funeral Portrait was with him for
Funeral
a while.
Portrait's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They were on Revival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met
I don't
those
know.
guys.
I don't know if they're still on there or not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They switched up the whole band. It's like,
You know what's funny about the Funeral Portrait? So have you heard their song, the one's like, Holy, you're holy, water, holy. That's my singer.
really?
Yeah, that's Jace. Like, she literally, because they recorded that in North Carolina.
Oh wow.
And then, like, the producer just called her up. Was like, you're around the corner, right? You want to come and lay vocals on this? And she was just like, yeah, sure. Came in and tracked it with them.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a really good song, too. Yeah, it's
I haven't heard the Funeral Portrait ever since they replaced all their members except the lead singer.
I didn't know anything about that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I wonder how differently they sound now.
So you've been in a couple bands where you had female vocals.
I have, yeah.
Have you noticed any difference between all male or mixed bands?
Not really.
No.
No, not really. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know what I don't know what you would think. I'm trying to imagine if there would be any difference outside of.
I would just. It would be kind of weird for me. Like, let's say I'm in a band and the singer is a female and she's single. I would feel like a little tension there.
I feel
well,
like-
Of course you would.
I feel like for you, it would matter if she was
Well,
single
I
or
am a
not.
fucking whore.
You would
so,
feel
tension. I'd be like,
I mean, even
should
if
I
she
bang
wasn't
my
single,
singer? What's up here? I mean,
Short answer, no, don't do that.
yeah, don't do that. Business and pleasure separate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like every band that I have been in with a female singer, like they were either married or in a serious long-term relationship, so it was never an issue at all. It was never
Are they a
thing.
part of the band or are they outside of the band? Like,
One was, the other two, because I've actually been in a band with 3 female singers when I think about it, because Glitter Guns had a female singer as well. We had 2 singers. We had
Right.
a female and a male singer. She was married to the guitar player from the Glitter Guns, but Mr. Bell and A Light Divided both, they weren't in the band. Neither one of their significant others.
Yeah. Now, it was sad that you told me that you're not with Mr. Bella anymore.
Yeah, it is sad. Like, it actually, it's just one of those things. I just didn't have time to do both. As much as I love those guys and love everything we did together, I'm super proud of everything we did.
Great music.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate
Aaron
it.
was awesome.
Everyone's a great singer. She's
They're one of
fantastic.
my favorite vocals
Yeah,
ever.
she's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
they're great.
I love them.
Yep,
I
great
first
people.
got turned on to Mr. Bella when you guys played for Seven Dust.
Yeah, I met you there.
That's the first time we ever met.
Yeah,
I had my nephew.
I didn't even know who you were.
Yeah.
You were just some dude wearing a Pierce the Veil shirt. I was
Yeah.
like, cool shirt,
yeah.
bro.
I was like,
Oh,
oh,
emo
shit.
poet days.
Yeah, emo
No.
poet.
I was fanboying your ass hard because your like stage presence is fucking phenomenal, bro.
Oh, dude, thank you, man.
Dude,
I
just the way you
appreciate it.
twirl the fucking guitar and shit, man, and just jumping around, dancing around. If you never got to see this guy fucking play, I highly fucking recommend it.
Yeah.
It's fucking,
I
it's
appreciate
great.
it, man. It's very kind of you.
Yeah,
Kind words.
it's awesome. I'm sure you hear that a lot, though. No?
No, not really. Not really.
Yeah, you're
It's
like
always
the-
nice to hear, though.
Yeah. Are you the most energetic one in the band now? Because you're usually the most energetic guy.
No, my band's pretty energetic. It's
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous. Yeah, we have a problem with, I don't know if you heard recently when like my singer just straight up karate chopped the headstock off my guitar.
No.
Like, there's video of that on Facebook where
Henry's
literally,
face.
dude, she literally like, I came like this and she was like headbanging and just took her hand like this and she does that and literally the fucking headstock of my guitar just snaps right off. And like, there's
shit.
video on Facebook. I can find it. I'll show it to you. But like, I'm sitting there playing, and all of a sudden I'm like,
Whoa,
what is happening here? And then I look at her. She's just like, whatever. Like, no big deal. I'm like, is your hand broken, dude? And she's like, no, a little sore. That's fine. Whatever.
Well, yeah, you guys obviously had to stop playing, right? At that point,
I had to go grab a backup guitar, which was the second guitar I destroyed on that tour already.
shit.
Like, yeah, I literally, the guitar that she chopped off was like a guitar that I had just bought 2 shows prior because I destroyed my main guitar. So I literally
man,
yeah.
How'd you destroy your main guitar?
I don't even know. That's another one, man. I destroy so many guitars I don't even know.
Like, blur.
I was on stage, I'm just like playing, and I'm like going hard, and then I'm like, shit, I'm out of tune. And I look, and my neck's in half, and I'm like, well, that's why. That'll
Explains
do
it.
That would do it.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know,
pretty
man.
fun.
I've destroyed so many guitars on tours. It's insane. Like, it's a problem.
Yeah. Have you ever had any crazy moments where you're twirling the guitar around your neck and like it flung off or some shit?
Oh yeah. I've actually my favorite story of that happened. It's happened a couple times. Not super often because I'm like make sure my strap locks are in really tight every show. But there's a couple stories. My favorite is like I was in Not Tonight Josephine and we were at Janice Live with Chevelle. And we were like direct support for Chevelle, so I mean it was packed, dude. It was like one of the 97X shows, And like they had a camera crew up front, and they had like TVs, and like they was like filming you and broadcasting you the TVs, Like I typically like know when I'm going to do guitar spins before I do it. I have it, kind of pre-planned. So I grabbed the camera guy. I'm like, hey motherfucker, watch this. All cameras go on me. Like spin it, strap breaks. $4,000 PRS goes across the stage. Cue me like shit. Chasing it, picking it up. It's like neck's broken. I'm trying to play it. Like luckily, like Chevelle's guitar tech was super cool. So he like grabbed it, and was like, "I got you, man." Like helped me out with it. And like my mom was actually at that show because I like had my mom come out because it was local, And then I asked my mom. I was like, "How terrible did that look? I feel like such an idiot." And my mom was like, "You look like you got mad and threw your guitar across the stage." I was like, well, "That's cool. All right, take that.
Rock and roll."
That's better than what actually happened."
Yeah, not too long ago, you actually got to play with Jared Leto.
Oh man, yeah, that's such a cool story. Like,
How'd that come about?
97X made it happen for me, man. My buddy there made it happen, and it was awesome. Like it was because I'm actually a big Jared Leto fan, so getting to do that was like just really cool. It was like really like. I mean, and not even like for anybody that doesn't know the story, like not like my band opened up for them. Like I got to play a song on stage with them. You know what I mean? Like showed up and like did a sound check and like, and I didn't know what to expect. And like Jared and his brother and the whole band was just so cool, like so super cool to me, So it was pretty awesome, man. They made me feel like I was part of the band, like included me and like did a little huddle before we went on stage.
Oh shit!
It was so rad, man.
Yeah.
It was at the amphitheater too, so
Yep.
it was like packed.
What song did you end up playing?
I played This Is War. So I had to learn 3 songs, and it was going to be like Jared's discretion, night of the gig, what song he wanted me to play with him, And it ended up being that song, which I think they were kind of leaning towards that anyway. It was like 3rd song in the set list. And what was super cool about that too that I always tell the story about is if you've ever seen artists like play with in-ears. Mm-hmm. So I've used them before, and we use them in A Light Divided. And, you hear whatever you want in your mix, and you hear a click. We hear like a click the whole time. So when they gave me a pack, I brought my own ears and I plugged into their pack, and not only did I hear like a click the whole time, but like I was hearing like production notes. Like I've never heard like anything on this level before. Where Jared would be like, I hear it in my ears where Jared would be like, I want to see your beautiful faces. Let's get some house lights up, and I'd hear like 10 people like house lights go, stage left, right, stage right, go, and then they're just like go house lights, cue lights here. It's just the whole time. Even when I was on stage playing, I was hearing like these guys talking back and forth, which I'm guessing like the actual band members probably don't have that in my mix, but in their mix, but I just got like a generic mix, So I like had all these like production notes going back and forth. It was just like, this is distracting and crazy.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. I'm sure it would be kind of distracting. And there was no way for you to cut that out?
not without being a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Not without being like, hey man, do you think maybe you could like cut this out for me? Which I wasn't about to do. You know, I was just like super grateful to be there and just like I can deal with it and block this out and be fine.
So did they bring you out on stage like our guest guitarist Scott Vanilla?
Yeah, man. I'll have to send you the video of it. Right. Yeah, I mean, he literally just like introduced me, like brought me out, like, it was cool too because it's one of those things where like. I've played stages that big before, like opening up for like 30 Seconds of Mars type thing, but like first man on the bill, there's hardly anybody there. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what's up, everybody? And maybe 10 people are like, woo! Like I walk out this night, man, and I'm like, what's up? And just the whole arena just threw their hands up and screamed, and I was like, oh my God. This is amazing. It's incredible.
Were you nervous?
No. I think more anxious is the word.
Right.
Like I don't usually get nervous before I go on stage. I just get anxious. I just get like super excited and hyped, and I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna kill it tonight." That night, I probably was a little nervous. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where it was just like, yeah, I was a little nervous that night. Yeah, more so than usual for sure. Yeah.
I mean, who had a bigger crowd, the Seven Dust crowd or the Jared Leto crowd?
Yeah, I would say the 30 Seconds of Mars crowd. Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty big ass crowd, the Seven Dust crowd.
It was. Yeah, they packed that place.
Yeah.
Where was that again? Wasn't that like Ferg's?
Yeah, Ferg's
right?
in St. Pete. Yep.
Yeah, they packed the hell out of that place, and we had a great show that night. Like we had a great show. I felt. I think we were direct support for them too, weren't we?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
you guys were the first time I ever got to hear you.
Right.
It sounded great.
Good response too. The crowd dug us. Like
yeah,
it was definitely a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, who the fuck are these guys right here, man? You know.
And you're like, isn't that the guy I just met?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, he's on stage.
That's such a cool story.
Cool.
Like, who would have thought, like, all these, like, that was a couple years ago, man. Who would have thought, like, years later, we'd be buddies, you know?
Yeah, that's fucking cool. That's pretty rad.
I know. Small world.
Clinch Fist, they're awesome, too.
They're so good. I've known those guys forever, man.
Yeah.
I used to play in a band called Drive in the Fall many, many years ago, and we used to play with them at Bourbon Street in Newport Richey. That was, like, our hub along with those guys. And they're super cool dudes, man. They're homies.
Yeah, I was going to book them for some shows. I don't think it just didn't pan out.
Orlando?
No, I want to say they're like
Hernando.
Spring Hill.
Yeah.
Spring Hill, Hudson area.
Yeah. They're like up there somewhere.
But you, Allie, what's your questions for a big touring musician here?
I think Poet pretty much covered everything I think Poet pretty much covered everything that I would have said to begin with. That's why I tried to interject myself.
Yeah.
Well, I know back in the day you went on tour, but you haven't been on tour as like a manager or anything like that in a long time, right?
I haven't.
I mean, except the Chicago trip.
Yeah, when I went on the
that doesn't count.
No, that was just one. That was a one-leg trip. I mean, one show.
It's still awesome, though. I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Chicago's such a great city.
I love it there,
the
man.
last one I did was like 2008, 2009. I was with Paul Diana from Iron Maiden.
For what?
That's
merch.
Awesome. That's pretty sick.
Still had to sleep in a van with his drunk old ass. So, you know.
Did you fuck him?
Poet, not everybody is you, and fuck everything that walks.
Hey, it's a good question. That's the first thing that popped in my head. I'm
He's
like
like 70 fucking years old, man. Like,
hand job.
So you still didn't fuck him?
Yeah.
no.
You weren't getting on that grandpa dick?
No, I was not
Gilf?
getting. See, I knew this. I knew this whole fucking thing was somehow going to turn on me at some point, and here it comes.
How long was that tour?
I'd fuck the guy from Iron Maiden.
It was just an.
Fuck the guy from Iron Maiden.
It was just an East Coast run, so I think 14 days.
Did you fuck anybody on the run?
Like
Now
a
she's
part
gotta
of
count.
a part of the tour, or
Just
like
anybody in general?
Yes.
All right.
Have
there
you
go.
ever fucked anybody in your life?
right before I got here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. All right, yeah. No, that's the future, though.
What did you say?
I said that's what that smell is.
Oh fuck you,
Ooh, that
Sergio.
smell.
Hey, you just got laid.
Did you shower?
I can tell by her
I
face
hope
she
bad.
was in the shower.
Oh,
I hope bad.
So it's like being on tour.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go. But yeah, that would be I would love to do that, to go on tour and.
I've TM'd
Poet,
a
I don't
couple
think you would
times, man,
survive.
and
What do you
what do you mean
mean?
you don't think it'd survive?
being a band?
He's too much of a pretty boy. Like, oh, my hair's messed up. My suit's
you're right about
wrinkly.
that.
No, by the third
Yeah,
day, all that gets thrown out. In my experience, by the third day, you're like, I smell
Pretty
who cares,
much.
you know.
Pretty much.
I love TMing though, man. Tour managing was fun. It was like one of the best gigs ever.
I would like to get back on the road.
You said it was a pain in the ass to me.
It is it's a major pain in the. You're trying to cat herd 5 people.
Right.
This guy's trying to get laid. That guy's trying to just
You lost two people and they're running off somewhere.
And you have to be responsible, like,
Yeah,
and it's a
like-
thankless job. Like it
Yeah.
seems like it's a thankless job.
It's
like
hard as
it's
fuck,
it
dude.
seems like it. Like
but it's
I-
fun at the same
yeah.
time. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you get to
it's
travel,
great,
and you know, if you like traveling,
every
it's great.
day is a show too. So it's you're
Yeah.
not even if during the day, like I know.
Work is still
During the
work.
day,
You got to
we-
load in and sound check.
I'm not even. I mean, that's all the interesting shit. It's when it's fucking noon and you're 15 miles from the venue and you don't have to be there for load in for 2 hours and you're in the Walmart parking lot. That's the shit that sucks. That's
old
when you're
Walmart
just sitting there on your
Yeah.
fucking phone, like
Playing games.
Oh, it's so true.
Yeah,
it's so true. It's there's never been a better definition of it than just like the hurry up and wait game. Where it's like 1 minute you're rushing, and then you're just sitting there. It's like there's that. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that meme that floats around where it's like about being in a band where it's like what my girlfriend thinks I do, and it's like you with
Right.
a bunch of chicks, like what my mom thinks I do.
Right,
It's like
right.
Gene Simmons, like what I really do, and it's like 4 guys on their laptops and phones. You know what I mean? Just sitting there. It's very true, man.
Oh, I got a good one.
Stephanie told me to tell you hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
She's watching the
Is she
video right
watching
now.
the live-
Yeah,
is
she
this-
just
is this a
commented.
camera? That's a camera.
That's
Hey,
his camera,
everybody.
but she's watching that one.
That one. Gotcha. Hey, Steph. How goes it?
Do you have any crazy groupie experiences on the road you want to talk about or no?
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't.
what are their what are the names and cities that they're from?
Phone numbers? Do you have
Yeah.
a black book?
Yeah.
I do. Yes. No, I really don't. Actually. Okay, so I have a story that doesn't
She wrote
necessarily
my
involve
idea.
me, but I always find it funny. And just to keep it completely like, I'm not even gonna say what city I was in, but like there was some
That's
chick
cool.
that was like, this was a long time ago, mind you. There was a chick that was like, everyone in my band was like, that chick's really cute. Like, yeah, like who's gonna get her, you know? And by the end of the night, she ended up getting like so drunk. She ended up in our van. And like I think like me and my singer walked out to the van. I don't even know what she was doing. She was in the van and like come around and like the door was open and she's sitting there and she's like, I just want to be a whore. I just want to be a band whore. And
Oh
like,
my
my singer was
God.
literally like, get the fuck out of my
Yeah.
van.
Now.
Yeah, it was literally like,
It
just get the
did.
fuck. We were
She
so
took the
over this girl,
lineup.
man. Like
It-
just
Yeah.
annoyed. Like just please go away. Like super
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that because, you know, you hear a lot of the bands now, artists, they're getting sexual allegation charges on them. Now, do you think that has a lot to do with maybe the girl's really fucked up on alcohol or maybe substances and she sleeps with one of the members, regrets it, then claims rape?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too deep in on that, but
Right.
like, I'm sure that happens. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that like, I mean, look, it's a different world today than it was when Led Zeppelin was touring the world. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like where it just is like.
It's almost scary for you.
It is like, believe me, like don't think that like I don't think about that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't, you know, no, it's scary. I don't want anything to do with that. You know what I mean? Like I no.
It's kind of like how do you, and yeah, again, without getting super into it, like how do you protect yourself from
Abstinence, bro.
that? I see you and Poet are on the same.
Good
Poet.
Good answer. Good answer.
Poet doesn't have sex. He just has the illusion that he has sex.
Yeah.
Virgin till marriage.
That's right.
He's got a
on.
purity
Let's rock
ring
and roll,
on.
baby.
Yes, exactly.
He's a
Hear
Jonas
that,
Brothers
kids?
friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, how has Torn changed from, 10 years ago to now? Same.
Yeah, so that's actually a good question. And maybe if you go back a little bit farther, like the first tour I ever did was with fucking atlases. You know what I mean? Like
All right.
literally, like we were in a van where we like had to take like a road atlas and maps and be like, all right,
MapQuest?
to get from Cincinnati to Cleveland, like we drew it on a road atlas, and then MapQuest became a thing. So it was
Yeah.
like print out, a
And then the
whole book of
Garmin's came out.
directions. Right, and then Garmin's were a thing, and then before you know it, nowadays it's literally just like, nowadays the difference is just like everyone use this app for directions instead of this one. Every band has their preferred one. They want everyone on the same page.
Which
using.
one do you guys use?
So they're on the Waze kick, but I
like
protest.
Waze.
I protest.
I like Waze.
Yeah. So just because my last band, like we were all on the Google Maps thing. I'm such an Apple guy too, but like I was like. We were all on the Google Maps thing, so I just got used to it. And now I'm so used to it, I just can't seem to convert to the Waze thing. But I will eventually, I'm sure.
Well, Waze was originally for where cops are, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah, I
the
remember that.
purpose of it? Like,
Yeah, and
Cops
traffic,
are
and like
accidents.
traffic slowdowns. Yeah,
So I was like, all right, so it's Google minus the cop stuff.
right.
I mean, I kind of like to know where cops are. You know,
I mean, if you just don't break the law.
Yeah.
Paranoid.
Oh, okay.
They like to know where you are.
Do you have a cool a fan story
search
on the road?
Oh man, I feel
What's
like
the coolest
so
gift
many-
you've ever gotten from a fan?
The coolest gift?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's better.
'Cause I've heard of some bands getting some fucking dope gifts from fans.
Yeah, I
where,
feel like man,
Or
it's hard.
giving some.
I'm gonna start.
gifts.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start playing the triangle just so I can get in on this shit.
You got a cool gift, Allie. We'll talk
What'd
about
you
that
get?
later.
She gave some guy herpes.
Abstinence.
Fuck
The thing about
you.
herpes is you can only catch it once, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Exactly. It's like AIDS. That's always been my thought with AIDS.
I think it was a guy in the Iron Maiden.
This is why they brought you here.
I know. The whole drive to the Pegasus to meet him, I'm like,
Big shout out to Jesse.
Hey, my boy
what-
Jesse.
I'm like, what do these guys have planned? Who's gonna walk through that door?
No,
that's
we ain't
gonna
doing
what?
that.
Who are they gonna have call in to fuck with me? The whole thing to me, I know it's a conspiracy, and I know there's some fucked up shit that they're gonna say to me. So
What did you expect? You've seen our show. You
Yeah.
knew what to expect when you came up. Oh well, then
Then
you
there
should have
you
done
go.
your research. Did you ever see our show before, Scott?
I have not. Sadly.
Yeah, we're fucking popular.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
how many
we go.
viewers do we have?
I don't know.
We're
yet.
actually, I did want to say to everyone who has been tuning in, this is only our 7th week, 6th week doing this.
Yeah.
Cool.
And our numbers are actually,
Pretty high.
I'm pretty impressed with them.
Yeah, me too.
For 6 weeks of doing, so
You guys are
even
doing
less.
better than blunt sessions.
Yeah, like you guys
Ooh,
are
that
tuning
sucks
in.
for you, huh?
You guys are tuning in. You're following us when we're going live, and we really appreciate that. I specifically want to do it on Monday because my buddy Axel's got one in Orlando on Tuesday. Shout out to Live at Willie's house. But yeah, you guys are really tuning in. I appreciate that.
You're gonna make
And I
me
hope
talk
that
about
you're
the fucking ring.
not just laughing, you're learning something about the industry in this as well. So
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
no, thank
No,
you
you're
I
for
can't believe I
having
haven't
us.
seen or heard about it really, other than when you invited me.
Right.
Because I follow all you guys and we're
Right.
friends, so I normally see all your posts and what you're promoting and
Are
stuff.
we
so-
Facebook friends?
Yeah, I'm pretty
We
sure.
haven't done any. We haven't done
Make sure,
any
yeah.
like kind of
Promotions.
paid promo or really
No.
outside of just sharing shit on Facebook. It's all the better. Like we're getting a good listening base without even really putting anything in promotion or marketing wise behind it.
Sure. No, yeah, it's
So
awesome.
It's doing a lot better than I thought it'd be doing. So
Good deal. Super cool.
yeah, but
So
yeah, your
have you-
gifts.
yeah,
what's,
gift,
What's the
you
coolest
thought of-
gift you've ever gotten?
That's tough. I feel like it's tough because like anytime anyone, especially like a fan, brings me a gift, it's just like, oh man, that is like it's the nicest thing in the world. It's such a cool feeling, you know. It's
Right.
wild. But I mean, anything. I almost can't. I hate to just pick one. I mean, like cupcakes on the last tour. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like food is always so great because you know it's great on tour. We have
That would piss me off though. Like if you're going on road, you know you're in shape. I've seen your vocal issues in shape, and all the guys look like you're in shape. And then
Yeah.
like you go on the road and you're already eating like shit, and then fans come up and give you like high sugar. And you're like, couldn't have given me like Quest bars or something. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's that's one thing that's like a tip for the road too is eat as healthy as you can. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I have really slacked off and a light divided since joining the band. But typically when I tour, man, I mean I grocery shop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to eat somewhat healthy on tour because otherwise you'll eat garbage.
Yeah,
you
that,
know?
guys have, like, a little
that fast
grill?
food shit every day. That's
terrible.
that'll
You bring
wear
a
on
little
you.
grill and shit with you?
You can, like I know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some people have a burner. I
Yeah.
think we actually have one in our van. We never use it, but usually, like I'll buy like sandwiches. I'll eat a lot of sandwiches and
Keep everything in a cooler type situation.
well, we have a little mini fridge in our van. But in the past, yes, I've had a cooler and like kept like lunch meat and stuff like that in the cooler and just try not to eat fast food. It's the worst. You know what I mean? It's just
I know what I was noticing from my last tour because like we were only making $5 per day per diem, and there was I want to say 5 of us that were touring together, including me. And I was like, guys, if
$5 a day per diem.
yeah,
$5?
it was a small tour.
How can you fucking do anything with that?
you can stretch it.
Well,
Trust me, you can stretch it.
Here's the point, though. If instead of us all spending that $5 individually, if we would all just throw it into a pot, $25 a day for 5 people to eat, you could get those the lunch meat fucking roll things. One of those is only like $7-8 at Walmart.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So now that's a good meal for everybody. Like that's a good main meal. And then if you want, you can buy another one of them for at night, and now you got money left over. You know what I mean? So instead of everyone doing an individual per diem, if everybody threw in the pot, you could actually pick up
that's
quite a bit.
Absolutely.
I mean, and everyone's full. It's not like
$5 a day is still fucking insane.
You
though.
could stretch it.
Not
You
when
could
you're
stretch
not
it.
when you're doing.
So what were
you'd
you
be
eating?
amazed how long you can make.
What kind of meals were you eating?
We only figured that out at the ass end of the tour, and we didn't actually end up doing it. But in theory, we could have been eating pretty fucking big because we were pricing it out towards the end, and we were like, why have we been doing this individually when we could have just brought all of our finances together? And then on top of that, you don't need to spend $25 every day. Just because you get it doesn't mean you have to spend it.
Don't.
So even if you guys like divided, say your per diem a day is only $10, $10 a day between 5 people, you can that's a lot of food. You can
Not only
really
that, but
make
like,
that move.
there's so many just like you were asking about hotels and stuff. It's like, yeah, we could get hotels, but like, do we want to come home in the black as opposed to the red? You know what I mean? So it's like we do. We have bunks in our van and the Planet Fitness shower things, and we make it work. So that we don't have to spend money on things that are unnecessary. You cut out anything that's unnecessary so that you can pocket as much as possible after a tour.
Do you have a decent per diem on?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the tour.
Really?
You know what I mean? It depends. It depends on the markets. Depends on the tour. It all varies.
Now, who's putting that together? Your manager or your
Our
tour
manager and
manager?
our booking agent. Yeah, booking agent and manager.
So he's
tend
like,
to do that for
well,
us.
okay, guys, that's only $10 per person a day now.
We kind of we'll kind of do the math ourselves, but
Yeah.
roughly, yeah. But to backtrack just for a quick minute, because I will be remiss if I do not mention talking about gifts. Electrified has one fan, Ray Orange. Shout out if you're watching, because dude, he hooks us up before tours. I'm talking he provides us with Walmart gift cards, Starbucks gift cards, which is a
Wow.
Whose dick
godsend.
is he sucking?
Sadly, not mine. Ray.
Yeah.
Fuck, Ray.
Come on, Ray. No, but he hooks it up with giant care package and tour packages, just oh my god, all kinds of drinks and snacks,
Baby
and
wipes.
baby wipes, all kinds of great stuff.
Is he a
Man, he's the
Tampa guy?
best. No, he is. He's based out of Virginia.
Okay.
So, and he travels, man. We'll have anything around the Virginia area. He'll make 4 shows between Virginia, and North
shit.
Carolina, PA. Yeah,
He fucking
travels.
loves
He's
the
great.
shit out of you guys.
Good
Super
people.
fan. Good.
Yeah, he's good people, man. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention his gifts because they're plentiful and they're wonderful.
So gift cards, people. Hook
Yeah.
them up with some gift cards.
Gift cards are great.
Yeah, I mean, they, because I think it's pretty well known that, when you go to a show, you should buy a T-shirt, something, because that's how you guys are making the majority of your money. But at the end of the day, you guys also aren't really looking at those profits until you get home, at least in my experience. So, yeah, buy merch, and that helps out a lot. But, hey, if you have the time to give them a $5 Walmart gift card that we were just talking about, $5 can actually be stretched pretty
Or
good.
if you see that tip jar on the merch table.
That
Yeah,
too.
that
yeah.
too. I mean,
Anything helps. The music industry is it's a tough business, man.
Cutthroat.
yeah.
It's a tough business. Most musicians will tell you, even very successful musicians will tell you, it's there's not a lot of money in it these days. Not for anybody. You know what I mean? Just the business in general. It's a tough. Whether you're a promoter, whether you work at a record label, or
And why do you think that?
it really genuinely just boils down to streaming, man. Streaming
Yeah.
is really
Killed it.
It's hurt the business, yeah, because people don't buy music anymore. And more importantly, not only do they not buy music, but the value of music in general has it's been devalued.
Yeah.
People don't want to buy music. They don't see the point of buying music. It is a little bit different in the rock and roll game. People do still come to shows and they like to buy an album. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit better for us in certain ways.
I literally have a drawer or a cabinet in my room that's stacked with nothing but brand new CDs that I've just bought from bands, and I've never listened to them. I just throw them in my little, just to support them,
It's huge. It goes a long way, man. And I do too. I still buy CDs.
I think they'd probably want you to listen to them at some point, though.
Yeah, it's just
I think that's
just
probably
buy
the
it.
fucking point.
For example, yesterday, amazing band. I worked with them before, the Virginia Rose Band.
I know that name.
Yeah,
I know that
really
name.
good.
Okay.
They're really good.
I feel like I
They're really
played with them or
nice.
something.
Yeah.
Where are
I-
they based out of?
I think here, yeah.
Okay.
Newport Richie area.
Cool.
But yeah, I bought both their CDs just to support them.
And you threw them in your drawer?
No, they're actually sitting by my TV.
That's
I
a
was,
whole hell of a
'cause
lot of support you
my
gave
car,
them there, buddy.
No, my
Sit
car.
by the TV.
No, my car actually has a CD player in it, so I'm
Oh.
trying.
But
I'm
I
going to
thought you
transfer
only
it.
listened to classical in the Jag.
I do. She got in my car earlier. She's like, "You listen to classical music?"
Love
I'm like,
classical, man.
"Yeah,
Classical's
soothes the
awesome.
soul, bro."
Especially
does.
after you smoke.
There's nothing that is going to soothe your soul.
More alcohol, Trulies,
Heard
White
that.
Claws.
Ooh.
I don't understand how you can drink something something that smells like fucking cat piss.
The grapefruit just has a
Listen,
strong.
Like grapefruit?
when we're done with this, come with us and have a drink.
We're gonna do a beer
and when
run.
he opens that can, it doesn't smell like grapefruit.
Cat piss
it
tastes
smells
so
like
fucking good.
legit cat piss.
All right, truly, you need to change
For
it
like 2
to
weeks,
cat piss
for
instead
like
of grapefruit.
2 weeks at Pegasus,
cat piss
all
flavor?
us bartenders thought that Poet's cat was peeing on his clothes, and it took us 2 weeks to figure out
Oh,
it was
man.
his Trulies.
Well, there goes that
Now, here's the-
sponsorship.
do you-
Yeah, right.
Now, that's another. Speaking of alcohol,
White Claw it is.
since you're touring every day, are you drinking a lot on doing it? I mean,
Yeah, not as much as you'd think.
right?
You know what I mean? Not as much
What'd you
as
say?
you would think. Not as much as
Quickly,
you
he
think.
changed the subject.
Yeah, real quick.
No, I just found something to move forward with.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Outside of your cat piss.
Way to transition.
Yeah, thanks,
Way to
thanks,
transition.
I try.
Shameless plug, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not as much as you'd think. We do drink.
Drink a choice.
Depends.
PBR.
Am I drinking liquor or am I drinking beer?
Liquor.
An old fashioned.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm a whiskey
What if you're
man,
doing
I'm a bourbon
shots?
guy. I prefer whiskey shots. I prefer a shot of whiskey.
Like whiskey neat, like green teas, like
no neat, like straight. Like I want like a shot of Jameson or
There you
Have you had the new Jameson yet?
which one?
Cold brew?
I had that with you at Pegasus. No, not at Pegasus. At Ebor.
Yep.
Where were we at?
Probably
Reservoir.
reservoir.
Shame. No, it wasn't Reservoir either.
Boneyard.
Boneyard. We were at Boneyard.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, no, that's where she let us try one, and I was like, okay. And then she let us try the Jaeger too.
The
Jaeger
Jaeger's
one.
gross.
Yeah, well, I don't like Jägermeister, so
The
there's
Jaeger
another
cold
sponsorship
brew.
we're never gonna
Yeah.
get.
Wah, wah.
Killing
Have you
Killing
tried
it
the
here.
PBR hard coffee?
I have not, but it looks
tastes
fantastic.
like Yoo-hoo.
Tastes
Really?
just like a yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I like it.
A
I don't
Yoo-hoo
even
with a
like
little
coffee,
kick.
and I like it. Yeah.
Interesting.
A lot
I
of
could
people
get behind
compare it to
that.
like a Starbucks Frappuccino.
I can get behind that too. I like
Those
me
are
some
actually
Starbucks.
pretty good.
Yes, they
Double
are.
chocolate chip.
So do you have like a strict rule of no alcohol before you perform? Or
No. The only time we have that strict rule is if one night in New Orleans I got too drunk and made a fool out of myself. It's like, all right, next night, no drinking for me. I mean,
Yeah.
We've done that before sometimes, but for the most part, we're all like really responsible and we work really hard, man. So there's really not a lot of time for like one beer. You know what I mean?
What's
Right.
your favorite venue to play out in NOLA?
In NOLA? Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot.
I like Santos.
There's a place on Frenchman Street, and I've never played Santos. I'm totally drawing a blank on the name on Frenchman Street. But the place we just played at on the last tour was off the strip. And I'm going to have to look it up now because I am totally drawing a blank. But
Was it in
awesome.
NOLA or was it in Metairie?
Pretty sure it was in NOLA. But I'll find out. It was a great venue. It was more like it was a bigger venue. It was more like a hall kind
Was
of
it the
place.
Goat?
Maybe?
They have so many venues out there.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think for their side, like, because
tried
I know
to-
Lisa goes to the Goat a lot.
Where's the Goat at?
Oh fuck, I don't live there.
I know, right?
Been there twice.
I love that city.
It's beautiful. The people
Well-
are shit.
While he's looking that up, how was your event this weekend, Poet?
The Boston George, it was a good event.
What was it like? Just like what was he like? Give a rundown of that kind of experience for you.
Just down to earth and just a cool motherfucker, you know? I was expecting him to be a dick of some sorts, but he, if you know a lot about him, he's like a very honest guy. Like, he's 100% honest with you. So if he don't like you, he's going to be like, bro, I don't like you. And if he likes you, he's going to be like, man, I like you. And, you know, he suffered a spider bite, so he was wheelchair bound on his foot.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. But I was wheeling him to my car. I think I was taking him to dinner. And I was getting him in the car, and he grabbed my hand, and he said, you know, I really like you. I think you're a great person. And I was like, did Boston George just tell me this? I'm like, thanks, George. Appreciate that.
Does
But-
he still live? Does he live in Boston, currently?
Yeah, he lives in Boston. He actually, funny story, man. He used to own this barn that he was doing nefarious activities out of in Boston.
No.
And you know, after he got busted and whatnot, somebody actually bought the barn and converted it into a house, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
like an Airbnb. So the guy that owns the place is a huge fan of George's, of course, and George stays there with him and his wife Rhonda. They actually just invited me up there when I was dropping them off at the airport. They're like, "We want you to come.
Yeah, you got to go.
Come visit." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Hell yeah, that
I'm like,
sounds
fuck
awesome.
yeah, I will."
Well, flights are really cheap right now thanks to the coronavirus. So
Right.
Yeah,
might
but
as well
no,
book some
man.
flights.
George was fucking cool. He told me some really intimate and amazing stories about his life. I asked him. We were talking about the movie, and I was like, he has never watched a movie all the way through.
He's ever watched that movie all the way through?
Blow. He's never watched Blow all the way through, and I'm like, why?
Why?
He's like,
That's you.
He's like, I lived it.
Right.
Why do I need to watch my own life?
Right.
But he's only watched parts of it. So I was like, what's your favorite part of the movie? And he told me when he went to Norman's Cay, whenever Diego Delgado, real name Carlos Ledger, fucked him over.
Oh, wow.
And did you remember that part of the movie
Oh,
where he goes there
absolutely.
with the gun?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He was actually planning to go kill him. But Pablo, he went to Pablo Escobar to get permission to kill him. And Pablo was like, no, you can't. He's like, you're going to fuck everything up, George. You know how much money this guy's bringing for me? He's like, remember, revenge is best served cold.
For sure.
So at the last moment, when he got to the island, he unloaded the gun. And click. But that's
Right.
true. That really happened.
Wow. What a crazy story.
Yeah. But later on, George got busted. I'll tell you this quick story real quick about Carlos. But George got busted.
Carlos was the guy that Diego was.
Yeah,
based
Diego.
on.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Diego. I wonder why they changed his name. I would have to ask him about
Yeah.
that, but that's something I slipped to ask him. But when he was in jail, they came to him because he was serving like 60 years at the time, and Carlos Ledger got busted, and they were like, "We want you to roll on him," and George is like, "No,
Right.
I'm not doing that." I was like, I couldn't live with myself if I did that, even though I hate the fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm not. No,
Yeah, you're not a narc.
So what happened is Carlos gave up a whole bunch of the labs, gave up some numbered banking accounts, gave up some of the hierarchy of the Pablo Escobar Medellin cartel.
Uh-huh.
And Pablo Escobar contacted George and says, you have the green light now.
Oh, wow.
You have the green light.
That wasn't in the movie. That's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's in the if you watch the deleted scenes, it's in that.
Cool.
But yeah, so George went to because Pablo told him to. He snitched on Carlos.
Wow.
And whenever in the movie it shows when he walks by him, he goes, revenge is best served cold, Carlos or Diego Delgado,
Yeah, just hinting at
But
it.
yeah, but that's cool.
I wonder if, I know you probably didn't get a chance to ask him, but I wonder if the scene from that movie when he's in prison is true, where he basically turns prison into like a drug school where
Yeah.
he teaches all those prisoners how to like
Yeah,
smuggle,
that is true.
smuggle weed. That's awesome.
He said that's what prison at that time. I think it was in Connecticut. He's like that was nothing but a drug school.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Not to get too far off topic, but like the venue is Southport Music Hall in New Orleans that we recently played. That's the coolest place I've played in New Orleans. That was an awesome venue. Anyway, back to
So I guess we'll take a break, 10-minute break. When we come back, we'll find out more about Scott, what he's got going on, more about tour life. We'll get into Allie's head, find out what other tours she's been in and what she's got going on, and
because I already know
maybe
what you have.
maybe your future shows. Maybe if a cool band gave you a gift, maybe we'll talk about that.
You're gonna get punched in the face.
I'm gonna get punched in the face live on Diamond Vibes when we come after the break.
Right next to the probation office.
nice.
All right, let me throw on a mix. I got
Yeah.
Devin the Dude.
Cool.
Gonna be a Gator Ryan mix. Shout out to him. So we'll be back. We'll do 15 minutes.
All right, we'll
We'll
do
do
15
minutes.
Can you play Life Divided?
Can I who now?
You can find
His
us anywhere.
band.
Do you have it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be anywhere. Anywhere you want to stream it, whether you stream on Spotify, YouTube, Pandora,
Yeah,
Apple,
why not?
whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever your
that's
preferred
good.
method
Is
is.
there like a playlist somewhere that I would be able to get?
On
Like,
YouTube, there should have like a
Yeah.
quick mix.
yeah, if you go to YouTube, if that's what you use, you can
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
find us on YouTube.
All right, let me see.
Should be able to find anything. I would play, I think, probably another bar fight in Brooklyn. We recently dropped a music video for that one, so that's probably the one to play.
Brooklyn's a wonderful place.
It is. We played during the last tour, too. and
Duff's is my favorite
love
bar
New York.
in the whole entire world.
New York's the
It's,
shit.
New York
um,
is the shit. It's the
It's
best.
in the Williamsburg part.
Oh,
of
cool.
Brooklyn. It's a little underground like basement bar where all like the big metal musicians and shit go and party. It's
That's
like,
dope.
Unless you know it's there, you're not
Not
going
gonna
to know it's
Right.
there.
I do love that city so much, man.
I fucking love New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans,
talking
too.
about New
Yeah.
York.
We're
Yeah.
talking about
Sorry.
New York. You hate New
I
York.
hate New York. I hate
Do you really?
It's like one of my most hated places I've ever been to.
No kidding. Oh wow.
I despise.
Is it
that
not
music.
handicap accessible?
That's
or-
part of it. I
would think New Orleans would be that way. NOLA would
New
be
Orleans
that way.
was too, but it wasn't as bad. I didn't think it was as bad.
I remember when me and Henry's told you we were going to Mardi Gras. You're like, well, how are you going to get around all those people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You act like what do you think I do? I just sit in my house all day, look out the window, and like, man, I wish I had legs so I could join the rest of the world.
With a tear streaming down your face.
You should
See
hear
some hot bitch walking her fucking dog on Kennedy, and I'm just like, I
You
wish I
should
could
hear
join
some
you.
of the shit
I
Poet
can't.
says to him.
Really?
He gets mad at him and he tells
like
him all
postal
the
on.
time.
I can see
He's
you
like,
going postal with
Henry,
people that have
I'm gonna go
legs.
shoe shopping for you.
Oh my god! All right.
Like, I work in concerts, man. You think I can't navigate my way around a crowd? You dumb shit.
Putting around
No,
his
he looks like a fucking like wide receiver with his hand out and shit, and he just like pushes people out of his way. I'm like, that's
It
fucking rude as
fucking
fuck,
works.
bro.
I don't give a shit. Move.
Fantastic.
With his little fucking log arms, he's like,
Fucking Heisman on them hoes, bro. Fuck it.
like pound your chest and like he does. Have you watched him? He does that shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I've never seen somebody legitimately have to like rest their nose
Yeah.
on top of the microphone like that. Why?
Because that's how you talk into a mic properly.
Nobody else is like resting.
My nose is a.
This is what all the
That's what it sounds
musicians
like
are gonna do. They're just gonna grab the fucking entire
Pretty
thing
much,
and speak
yeah.
through their
No,
fingers.
seriously, try it like he's doing.
Well,
and
I just
rest
talk-
your
I
nose
talk
on
into a
top of.
mic.
I were talking.
Plus, I have a big fucking nose. It's a nose rest.
Now we know.
This fucker carries a lot of weight. You know,
Don't share any
there's a
drugs
whole lot
with
of
him.
Jewish
It'll all
in
be
that
gone
nose
in the
right there.
first fucking swoop.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I'm drug free, but back in the day now,
Yeah,
this
right.
motherfucker
He's
will
got
put
a fucking Hoover over
they'll
here.
put a hurting on you. They see me walk in the building, they're like, "Oh, we only got like a bump left, man. Sorry."
Are we on right now, or are we on a break?
Yeah, no, I'm about to throw the music over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on.
Before we go, I can tell a funny tour story. Unless you like need to cut to a break right now.
No, we don't have to.
All right, yeah. So we were on tour with a band that does a lot of drugs that will remain nameless, and like we're all relatively drug free, you know. And but I'm a big fan of like do y'all know who Stitches is? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's always singing about cocaine, and like I'm a huge fan. I'm just 'cause I'm an idiot, and I think he's hilarious. And so like he's always like, I do cocaine. Well, it was like I'm constantly yelling that when I'm on tour. Literally just like walking by people in Walmart. I'm like, I do cocaine. And, so we walk into a venue, and like the promoter and like the band we're out with, they're all like doing lines of coke on the table and shit. You know, like when we walk into the green room. And like it's my whole band with me, and I like walk in, I see it, and I'm like, I do cocaine, and they got excited. They're like, oh, we didn't know, bro, get in. And I was like, immediately like, yeah, I'm just a big poser. I don't actually do.
It became too real.
Yeah.
It's too real. Now.
Yeah.
We can't. I'm out.
Yeah, I'll take some of them Cheez-Its you got next to you though.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? Out of every show I've ever done, I've only gone in a green room during a show once. So I don't know about all the nasty shit that you guys are doing in there.
Oh, the nastiest green room. Oh my god.
No, I've seen some nasty.
Oh yeah.
Part of the rules, can't talk
Yeah.
about it, but
There-
you
there's
guys can
a
all look
green
me
room-
dead in the face and know which
Yeah, I know what
green
you're
room
talking
I'm
about.
talking about.
I know what you're talking
I've
about.
seen some nasty shit go down in that fucking green room.
Oof.
Yeah.
The what? They won't pick that up. You can mouth it.
Smug.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It would
just
definitely
picked
pick that up.
Totally picked that.
And say speak it. Okay.
Totally picked that one up.
Well, no, but even like I had a show. Who the I had
Not bashing
someone.
the venue, just a green
I had
room.
someone at Soundbar. It was like 2 years ago, and they were having like a mini party in there. But I was running the show, so I can't. I got to work. And I was like, "Fuck, man!" I never realized that before. That like I had never actually been in a green room during a show, and I don't think I've been in one since after.
Have you did anything outside of a green room before, Henry?
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up!
my
I'm doing the
God.
break. I'm doing a break.
You've done
break
it.
time.
You've done it. Henry's done it, and I've done it.
No, I have not.
You haven't fucked it
No,
that
I have
particular
not.
corner.
I have not.
Two different women at Texas.
But in
Oh, I thought we were not supposed to be.
I have in the
I'm not
parking
saying
lot.
their names. I'm just saying I fought two different
It's
women.
the venue name.
I have had. A lot
I didn't
of fun
know.
at
Oh, we
Pegasus
can't say
parking
that we fucked in a place
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I've been
I
going to
hope
Pegasus
Julie
since I
knows.
was like
Yeah.
the
Julie
youngest.
knows.
Yeah.
So have I.
Julie knows.
Julie doesn't believe us, though. She thinks we make it up.
Oh, well, that's
Big shout out to
He's
Julie.
making it up.
Yeah, I hope she's
I'm making
watching.
it up, Julie. I
hope
did
she's
not
watching.
fuck 2 women in your
No.
establishment.
Nor did I.
Outside of the green room where the cameras apparently can't see.
In the one blind spot that we've managed to figure out.
There's another one, and I didn't fuck her, but on the break.
Alrighty.
Let's go smoke.
There's a couple different blind spots in Pegasus.
All right, we're gonna throw on 3 songs by Light Divide.
Yay, thank you. Hope they don't suck.
Still here. Still here.
Hey, look, they got one of those purple mattresses. I've heard about these. It's supposed to sleep cool, and it's specially designed to cradle your pressure points. Huh? Freeze!
No.
Yeah, that's right. We are back on Diamond Vibes with Scott Vanilla from A Light Divided.
Hi, everybody.
Alli with CWP Promotions. Productions.
I put promotions.
Hold on. What does the P stand for in CWP?
Crazy white people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
alrighty then.
Me and Danielle, before we might change it to CWB Productions, Crazy
Oh,
White Bitches.
Is Danielle a part of your thing now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Big shout out to Danielle.
Delosa.
Yeah. So, Alli,
Big booty Danielle.
we've been talking up
Oh,
Scott.
fuck.
Let's switch. No, come on. That's all good. Let's just switch
We'll go back to
gears.
Scott in a second, but we're going to attack you for a minute.
Yeah.
Lucky us.
You're on the chopping
Yeah.
block.
Yeah. What do you see for your company in the next year?
Ooh. God, Julie's listening.
Hi, Julie.
Big shout out to Julie at the Pegasus.
We love you.
I really want to book a bigger venues. I would love to, because my company is owned by 2 females. We do get the female grants and stuff like that, and we're looking at booking the Ritz and the Orpheum, and then our 5-year plan is the amphitheater.
Nice.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Now, are you just centered around like metal?
I prefer to book rap, honestly. I'm mildly selfish when it comes to booking metal, and I only book the bands that
Yeah.
I want to see.
Besides working with Henry, do you have any big shows coming up on your own that you can talk about?
They're not 100% solid. I still have to sign the contracts, but
If you haven't signed the contract, don't announce it.
I have one metal show that's coming up. It'll be May 30th. It's a band it's their 35th anniversary tour.
Who's the band?
I'm not gonna say that because they haven't announced the tour. But the only thing I can say is it's death metal from the grave.
So that's going to be at the Pegasus?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Awesome. So that's the only thing you got going on by yourself?
I have one thing with Henry. Oh, I have a show May 1st. It's Cognitive, Cryptodira, Hath, Kill the Imposter, Shattered, Blasphemation. Oh, fuck. There's too many of them. Yeah, I have that one. I have May 1st, May 30th, and then I have June 5th with the Murder Junkies.
And it's all at the Pegasus?
Yep.
All at the Pegasus. Cool. Do you
know who the Murder Junkies are?
Name sounds familiar, but
It's Gigi Allen's old band.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that should be crazy as fuck, right?
Yeah. The drummer is still plays naked, and he's in his 60s.
Fucking great.
Don't he like put drumsticks up his ass or some shit?
Yep, it's called Dino Sex. He puts drumsticks up his ass at every fucking show. He takes a volunteer and lets the volunteer do it.
Wasn't there like a documentary about him
Yeah.
recently? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but I want to check that
He's
out.
because he was sick for a while. He's like sober now, can't really get fucked up, but he still puts drumsticks up his ass and plays naked.
Don't we all?
Is he bisexual? I mean,
No, he's
Every
just.
night.
I mean,
Every night.
look at what Gigi Allen did. Gigi Allen was fucking. He was the greatest shock rock guy of all time.
So he just does this for shock value.
I mean, I'm assuming so. Look at what Gigi Allen did. He rubbed shit all over himself, threw it on the crowd,
That
threw up,
motherfucker like
and
beat up people in the
Yeah.
crowd. Like,
yeah, he wanted his fans to beat his ass while he was
what
performing.
the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not a very violent guy, but if you throw shit on me, I'm probably going to beat your ass.
We're gonna have a go.
Fuck.
Right. So it works.
So that's what do you see your future? Like, what do you like? What's your 5-year plan here?
Done bartending and doing this full time.
Yeah, like just
Ideally, I would like to do 6 months of shows, and then I would like to be on the road the
Okay.
other 6 months out of the year. I have leads. I could easily be a tour manager. I can do all that. It's just right now, my daughter's still, 4, so I'd rather let her get a little bit older before I just dip the fuck out for a couple months.
so. If there's any bands or like any management companies that want to work with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Facebook, I suppose.
Or what's your name on Facebook?
On Facebook, it's Alexandria Puccini.
wanna spell it?
Puccini. I
And
don't
that's
have
the
to
best
spell
way.
Alexandria.
Is that the
'cause
best way
it's
to get a hold of you?
Yeah. I'm
Do
always
you
on
have
my phone.
Do you have like a artist page or a page for CWP?
You
or-
actually can probably find us listed on poetvibes.com.
Yeah, I don't think I'm on. I don't think you're on there. You're not on there yet.
No, I was being an asshole.
Yeah, well, you should be on there. You could be on there.
Yeah,
Sergio's on there.
I'm on there.
Is Henry on there?
I was trying to get his book on there.
What's his name on his book?
Henry Panic. That's his name on the show.
Do we? I thought we did put it on there.
No, I asked you for the info. You just never gave it to me.
All right, I'll send that too.
Have
Hey,
you
I
read?
wanna
Did
check
you
that
know
book. I
he's
saw
a-
you promoting it. I want to read it.
Did you know
Thank
he's
you.
the author now?
I saw it on your. I saw you
Yeah.
promoting it. Yeah, man.
Henry
Straight up, congrats. I
think
definitely
that's-
want to check that out.
That's a cool spin-off from your name, your
Yeah.
last name.
I thought you made fun of it.
There was a specific reason for it, which I'm not going to get into publicly, but it was my non-personal reason for it. Is it was a reference to the satanic panic in the 80s and 90s.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. That's kind of what the book is about, right? Isn't it kind of like your?
It's the book's about philosophy.
Okay, cool.
Don't look at it as a lot of people I'm starting to realize are interpreting it as a book about religion. It's much more. I think it'd be better if you looked at it just as a philosophy.
That's awesome.
Than as a religion.
I'm into that.
So how can you find the book? What's the name of the book?
Book is called With Lucifer on My Side. You can go onto Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com and find it. And yeah, we got Kindle, softcover, and hardcover, all available.
Yeah. See, you got a lot of nice Amazon 5-star reviews.
I do. I need more. So if you've read it, by all means, man. That's. I don't know what the music equivalent to that would be. I guess Spotify plays.
Stream numbers, yeah.
But it's like for reviews to Amazon, yeah, Spotify plays.
Are you going to do like a book signing or anything sometime soon?
Not because there's no.
For all your fans?
I still haven't started my main marketing thing for it yet. So until there's any hype around it, like if I were to do a book signing now, the team might show up, maybe.
I'd show up.
Yeah, I'll probably show up.
I'd show
Make
up.
fun
Did you
of
even
me.
buy one yet?
thank
Yeah, I bought it when it first came out.
Hardcover, softcover?
Soft. Yeah.
Cheap bastard.
you. Pussy.
No, I don't think. I think at first there's something wrong with
Yeah,
the
there was.
hardcovers,
Yeah,
so I wanted to get the book right away.
yeah, there was.
And it's sitting where all the CDs
Serge,
are
I gotta
sitting
get
at.
it in when I can. I know it's coming to me soon, so.
Love it.
Okay, so we talked a little bit with Scott about a cool gift he got.
Oh, fuck.
Allie, maybe he recently did a cool band, like give you a gift. You want to talk
What
about
was it
that?
recently? It was like almost a fucking year ago. I'm not even going to say which band because they probably don't know how much it was worth. But a band from out of country gave me a ring because they ran out of merch. And I was like, oh, cool, fucking ring, yay. And it's obviously way too big because I have little baby hands. Like, my ring finger is a size 3. It's fucking miserable. So I just threw it in my jewelry box and then started dating this douchebag glassblower. And he wanted to wear... Well, we can't say names, right?
No,
Way
can't
did
say
not
names.
give his identity away. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of glass blowers.
Yeah, plenty.
Jesse's a glass
whole
blower.
bunch. Whole bunch of them.
Jesse's a glass blower. He's not.
Move on.
Fuck you, Henry. Anyways, so he would wear my biker rings that I wear every day, and I was like, no, fuck that. Give me my fucking rings back. Wear this ring instead. Because I just thought it was some bullshit fucking ring. And apparently he tested it, and it's real gold, and it's worth a lot of money, and now the asshole won't give back to me. So, yeah, there's that.
Oof.
That sucks.
Need street justice.
Street justice.
Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of relationships, Scott, how are you single?
Nope. I am in a relationship.
Okay, so how does that work? As much as you're willing to share between you and a partner, as far as like when you go on the road and when you're
How much time
doing
do you
band
have?
stuff?
It's not easy.
Because I always figured like that's got to be really like even when I was really trying to like nonstop TM, which never fucking happened. But when I was trying to, I remember thinking about that and being like, because I was with Super Cunt at the time, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to go away for like 6 months at a time.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
A lot of
that's-
trust, I would think.
Yeah, it's
Trust
a lot
would
of
have
trust.
to be there.
It's difficult, you know, because you don't see each other as much as you'd like, and you know, it's
a lot of Skype, a lot of
yeah, yes, absolutely, yeah. You try to FaceTime as much as possible, but even that, you know, you're on different time schedules, you know. So like she works a Monday to Friday 9 to 5, you know. And then it's like
Somebody
usually when
you
I'm
would-
like free to FaceTime or whatever, you know, it's like when we're done sound checking or something like, and she's like getting ready to lay down for bed, you know, because it's like 9 o'clock or something, you know. So it's
I don't know.
we find time to, but it's not easy, you know, and it definitely requires a lot of trust. It requires a lot of understanding, and
Does she work like a normal 9 to 5 kind of thing?
Yeah, she does a 9 to
that
5
makes it
during the
even
day.
harder,
So yeah, exactly. So it's not like she can like come out and just meet me anywhere. You know.
Right. So you're getting to bed around like 2 a.m. and then.
Right, I'm going to bed as she's waking up for her day. You know what I mean? Like, and I work during the day too when I'm on tour. So like, man, I mean, I'm on tour and then I'm like working all night playing. I go sleep for like 2 hours and I'm up on my laptop. Right. So like, I'm very lucky that I'm able to do that during the day and play in the music business at night. You know what I mean? And do both.
What was that? What was your day job? I missed that.
So I work for. Do you know what SoundScan is?
Yeah,
I work for SoundScan. Right. So we basically do the Billboard charts. We track all sales, streams, and compile the Billboard charts. So that's basically what we do. So, you know, like I said, I mean, I'm during the day I'm like helping out record labels, and then at night I'm playing shows.
Have you noticed any trends with your work that you're willing to share that you can share?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, countless, man. I mean, that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like, it's the job.
Well, I'm curious about that now because, like, you know, you hear there's so many fucking bands that are coming out, right? And when these bands come out, they're doing one of two things. Usually, it's like they're out trying to out metal each other, or you're getting the guys who are just playing the same chuggy fucking breakdowns, every song. So. And then, you know, you got someone like Architects who comes on the scene and they completely change it up and they really bring in a creative but well-flowing sound.
Such a good band.
Yeah. Holy Hell is probably one of my favorite albums ever. I'd say top 3.
Absolutely.
Easily. So what are you noticing on, I guess, the mainstream, the top 40 end that maybe someone could incorporate into, you know, metal or alternative rock or, you know, hardcore music, whatever?
I say this probably just because it's the first thing that's fresh on my mind. Because I mean, we could talk about this nonstop. I mean, it's my day job, so I mean, we could talk about it a lot. But like, fresh on my mind is BTS just dropped an album that caused a lot of work on my end, and I've started.
K-pop group,
BTS is K-pop. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
K-pop group.
I'm starting to notice it too. A lot of bands almost incorporating a K-pop sound, and like I don't know if you guys know who Poppy is. She just came through Orpheum.
Yeah, I don't.
We saw them.
I care for her.
Yeah, I'm not digging it.
They
like most people don't, and like a lot of people
like
I
it's
can't
not
get
their
down with
music
it.
that we didn't care for. We saw them play with.
Was that what she did? Bring Me? Didn't she
No,
come through with
they
Bring Me?
played it.
Sleeping with Sirens.
Sleeping with Sirens at
Cuban Club,
Cuban
right?
Club.
Yeah, I remember that. I was
They-
on tour when that came through, but
They
I
didn't
remember
play
that
live,
Yeah, they were using backing tracks.
and the only thing that was live
She
was
was
what the
lip-syncing.
drums.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. She didn't have any band members on
Yeah,
stage?
they were
at all,
on
really?
stage, but they weren't
They weren't
plugged
playing?
in. It was
Oh,
all.
wow. Okay.
It was all like, "Oh, hey, look at me! I'm gonna
Right.
spin the guitar around my neck," but it's still
Right.
showing that I'm playing it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. I do like her, even though I seem to be the only one. But I am a fan. But like, I have noticed that like some of the stuff on her album is she drops into some choruses that sound just straight up K-pop. I mean, sounds like this sounds
They're signed to Stasek?
Sumerian. She just signed
Sumerian,
to
that's it,
yeah.
Sumerian. So it's weird to see Sumerian picking up a band like that because I remember seeing their promo on Facebook and I was like, all right, I'll check this band. I like Sumerian, most of their acts. And I remember listening to it like,
The fuck is
oh,
this?
Yeah.
this is not what I would
It
expect from
takes a
them at
minute.
all.
It took me a couple listens. Like the first time I listened, I was like, all right, this is different. I don't think I like it, but I appreciate that it's different.
Yeah.
And the more I listened to it, the more I was like, I could even respond of like, you're a moron. You don't know anything about music. And then another comment where he's just like, this is the worst shit I've ever heard. What's fucking wrong with you? And then another comment like, you're fucking stupid. And like, some of the others are like, guys, drop what you're doing and go to my fucking Facebook page. Like, look at this guy who was just losing his shit.
Oh, elitist.
Yeah, he was like,
How does
elitist.
the world turn without you?
Oh, seriously. It was like next level. It's just like, man, this guy needs to chill. And I was being so nice to him. I was just like, bro, I was like, I get it. Like, it's not for everybody. Like, nobody else that I know is really into it either. I like it just because it's different, you know? And then another take comments of like, well, you're fucking stupid.
This fucking sucks, bro.
Literally, you're just like, these guitar riffs are amateur. And these vocals sound like shit. And you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, I don't. You're right. What the fuck do I know? I mean, like,
Now, do
Scott Vanilla's a piece of shit.
yeah, Scott Williams is an idiot.
You know what? Block.
He literally blocked me after that. Literally all I was saying to him was like, well, that's the cool thing about music, bro, is that it's subjective, you know? And then he's like, this is what he said when I said that. He was like, is it though? Can you say Beethoven is subjective? I was just like, dude, fucking chill, man.
Now, as a musician being in a
Winning.
band, you sometimes have to watch what you say because you don't want to offend anyone, and of
course.
you know,
Yeah, of
you have to be
course.
kind of neutral, like
Yes.
to like, man, I understand that you don't like the band, but when you really want to go, fuck you.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, man. You know, I mean, all kinds of stuff like that. You know, people love to share their opinions with you about your band when you're in a band. You know what I mean? Better or worse.
So I was listening to New Light Divided. It fucking sucks. Okay, and
Heard
let me
it.
tell you why it
Yep.
fucking sucks.
And you just want to be like, thanks, Rolling Stone. What's your name again, sir?
I've never picked up an instrument in my life, but I'm going to tell you why your music
Yeah.
blows.
How'd you get a part of the band? Like, how did that process?
In a Light Divided?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were under the same booking agency umbrella as Mr. Bella. So just from playing shows with them, when I was in Mr. Bella, you know, we played shows with them and became friends with them. Stayed in touch with them, and then A Light Divided needed a fill-in for a tour. It was actually a year ago now. I've been in the band for a year now, crazy enough. But yeah, a year ago they needed a fill-in for their January tour, and got in touch with them. And I was just like, yeah, because at the time I was in Mr. Bella and I hadn't done any touring for several years. Like I kind of like I got my job where I'm at now with SoundScan and was like, this is my career. You know what I mean? I'm not going to quit my job to like go back on tour and do that whole thing again. And then you know, I talked to my managers and stuff, and they were like, dude, just do your job from the road. You know what I mean? They're like, we would love to have you doing that. Sounds great. You know, like, just make sure you're getting your shit done while you're on tour, but, like, sign on every day and, like, be on your laptop and do whatever you need to do. So it's like, all right, great. So I did the tour as a fill-in, and then literally a month later, a spot opened up in the band on bass where they were just like, hey, you know, we'd love to have you if you're able to do it, if your job's cool with you doing it, you know, and you want to do it, then we'd love to have you. So I was like, yeah, like let's go. You know, I'm stoked about it. I'm stoked to be able to do it again, you know.
So they tour like all the time then.
Yeah, man, we did a lot of tours last year. Like we were nonstop on the road. We were gone a lot. It was great. It was a great time, man. It was one after the other, after the other, after the other, you know?
Do you prefer that, or do you prefer to have a little downtime in between?
It's funny, man, because I prefer both. You know, it's like it's one of those things where it's like sometimes when you're out for a month or so, you know, and you're on the road and you're tired and you're, you know, dirty and you're like, man, I'm ready to be home, you know. But then I'm home for a period of time. I'm like, man, I'm ready to get back out there. You know what I mean? So it's like I love both, man. I love being on the road. It's the best thing in the world. You know, you guys know from doing it. It's the best shit in the world, you know. But I also love being home, too. I love my home, man. I love where I live. I love it here, you know. So
I know both times I got back from tour pretty quickly, like, they call it, there's a specific name for
like
it.
post-tour depression.
Yeah, I didn't see it as, like, depression. I was just like, I have nothing to do now.
Right.
What the fuck? Like, I just went from 100 miles to nothing.
Right.
Right. That sucked. That was that was like, man, I need to go trips to Publix in a day.
Yeah.
You know, just so I can fill my time and find something to do and like creating schedules for shit that I don't even have to get done and stuff.
Trying to be a tour manager for your own personal life,
right.
right?
Now it's my own shit. I don't
Yeah.
care. Fuck this. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's an adjustment too when you come home, you know, because it is you're busy every day.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You know, you're busy every day. You're running around, and then, like I said, it's hurry up and wait, you know, and then you come home and it's.
The only thing cool about coming home is like that first night on your bed.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, it's okay.
When you get a shower,
it's a sensual
and you jerk
experience.
off.
Like,
You jerk off and there's no other dudes around to watch.
like waiting.
Way better.
There's nobody else there waiting to use the shower after you.
on the road, I was like, man, Florida, we're kind of spoiled a little bit because you go to some purposely trying to be disgusting venue just so that they can have kind of like a Churchill's type of label where it's like we're just the grimiest one.
Yep.
And some of them, it's like, yeah, but you should really clean this. Like, this
Right.
is disgusting.
Where it smells like pneumonia.
Yeah.
Hits you in the face right when you walk in the
it's-
fucking bathroom.
Pneumonia.
Whatever they call that shit.
It smells like pneumonia.
Ammonia.
Sick.
Did I say it wrong?
And,
Ammonia,
like,
probably.
Yeah, ammonia.
One of the two.
I know with me because
He's-
like every time I move, I have to touch my wheels. My wheels are touching the floor, so I'm getting like
Coronavirus. Oh,
piss
fuck.
and shit all
Coronavirus.
That's awful. I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
that's
And then
exactly. I
like you
was
just
thinking
kind of
that.
have to like be like, all right, that's the life I chose. So
I don't think you chose Henry.
I chose to go on the road. So
Yeah.
but yeah, venue bathrooms. We got it pretty well made at Pegasus. That's a 5-star bathroom compared to some of the shit I
Pegasus is a
saw.
great venue, man. Like it
Compared
is.
to the old one. The old one was great.
Well, so the old one is so great. Just
But even the old one was
It was
clean.
nostalgic.
Yeah.
It was nostalgic. Yeah.
Intimate.
Yep.
This one's intimate, but it's cleaner, nicer.
cleaner,
If you haven't checked out the new Pegasus, check it out.
14811 North Florida Avenue.
Yep. It's a cool spot.
It's been around a while now, so if you haven't checked it out, you're trying not to.
Yeah, what are you doing? If you live in Tampa and you haven't been to the new Pegasus, like, what are you doing?
You're avoiding it on purpose.
Pornioke.
Yeah.
God, I've been going to Pornioke since I was like probably 21. Like, I mean, literally forever, man. Like, it's been my shit, man.
What's going on there tonight, Poet? Your favorite band's playing?
Yeah. G.E. Sasani and the Sonic Brotherhood. They do a live show every Monday. It's free. Live music.
So you're a guitarist, man. So you'll appreciate this. I feel like it's not happening a lot, and I wish it was. But we're seeing almost like violins starting to take spot of like a rhythm, or I haven't seen them really take spot of a lead because that'd be weird to me. But I did see one band where they didn't have any guitarists; they had a cello and 2 violinists, and they sounded fucking dope. I forget what they're called.
Wow.
Have you seen anything like that?
Not really. Not where it's like taking the place of guitars.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, because I've seen it, man. It's like it doesn't sound like a guitar, but it sounds close enough to where you're like, all right,
Right.
But I love it, dude. Because I wanted to play the violin when I was young, and I was like, no, I'm not that gay. And then
It's not gay enough for it. I'm a little gay.
I was
but
about to
not
say
that
something.
gay.
I played it.
I wish I would've
violin
done
in middle
it.
school.
We all know how you are.
what did you play in middle school?
Violin.
I wish I
gay.
would have fucking
Little
learned.
gay.
There's
I couldn't
Really
pick it
good.
up though.
Played the skin flute.
I had a tough time.
They switch off. There's 2 of them. They'll switch between violin, guitar, and drums. Cute.
Yeah, I like
Crash
it.
Karma. It's the one of the dudes from Nine Inch Nails. When he left, he broke off, and it's him and a girl now in a 2-piece.
That's pretty cool.
I'm a sucker for classical instruments. As
Absolutely.
you know, getting in my car.
Yeah, but I like that's
Can't
like, I
ride
don't
it in a
feel like you
Jag
see
without
a lot
listening to
of
music from
creativity
100
like
fucking
that
years
anymore.
ago.
What's wrong with that?
And you know, like being on tour, like you see a lot of local bands opening up for you, and I have seen some interesting stuff. Like that doesn't really ring a bell, like seeing cellos and violins instead of guitars, but I've seen some interesting stuff from bands in different cities and markets and whatever. But
So what would you say you've seen that works? Because there's a million bands who, one of our rules is we don't call out
Yeah.
venues or bands on the show. There's a million of them I call out. We're like, all right, you're doing something different. It's fucking stupid, but yeah, like it's different.
Yeah. So
you know
there-
what I mean. So what's working well?
I'll name two occasions, of which I won't name names or even cities of where they were at. So one of which was on a recent tour, and the band was good. Like it's not like one of those where like this band is terrible. The band was actually good. They were young kids, and one of the dudes was on stage. They were kind of like a punk band, but one of the kids was on stage wearing a VR headset and with a tambourine and just dancing. Like it was just, we were just like, what is he doing? And I mean, his dance moves were interesting to say the least. But it was one of those things like, this band is really good, and I don't know what this kid's doing, but I like it. It's different, Another occasion that I've told this story.
No one had the heart to tell him, like, bro, you're on stage right now. They would just let him.
Right.
Go
I'm like,
ahead.
is he seeing something in there? Like, is he playing Guitar Hero or something in there?
LSD.
Yeah.
No one could tell.
But again, they were good. Like, they weren't bad. Like, I'm not even knocking them. Like, it was interesting. I was like, oh, this is really cool. Yeah. There was another band that I saw one time many, many years ago. And it was like an Iggy Pop with a female singer. And she literally, she ripped her shirt off and was, gyrating on the floor, humping the floor, screaming into the mic. And my bandmates were like, this is the worst shit I've ever heard. And I was just like, there's something here, dude.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but there's some kind of art happening here. And, I dig it. Not for pervy reasons, you know what I mean? But,
Well,
she's doing something different for sure.
That's I've and it's only happened once where I saw a really attractive female vocalist, but she was just doing stupid shit. Her stage show was just dumb. It didn't make sense. It didn't flow. It was annoying to watch.
Like her stage moves, her performance.
Yeah, like her ways that she'd be fucking with her bandmates and stuff. It was and you can tell her bandmates are just getting pissed. You can tell they're not appreciating it at all. And she's just fucking she had no personal awareness of what she was doing wasn't okay. And I guarantee what happened is because she was hot, no one had told her so you kind of look like a fucking idiot up there.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Well, I think the evolution of music, it's more of a show now than it is the music itself. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I would disagree with that.
I think both. I
mean,
think
it's
there
just
is
important, but I would say it took over.
Yeah.
For pop and EDM, R&B maybe because it's all about the producing now. Yeah, but I still think metal is about the music.
What's your opinion, Allie?
I wasn't listening.
Thanks for being a part of the
Great
show.
guest.
Awesome.
You were just scrolling 5 fucking minutes ago. What were they talking about?
And she's not even drinking.
Yeah, right. Do you feel that it's not about the music anymore? It's about the show. About the.
I mean, I think that's how some bands portray it, and those bands I don't really enjoy seeing. Like that shit left a long time ago for me with like Gwar and bands like that. Like I go to shows for music. I don't give a fuck what you look like, what you're wearing, what kind of theatrics you're doing. I go for the music, and the booze.
Of course.
Gore could be playing tonight, and I'd be like, all right, guys, see ya.
Cancel the podcast.
It's not Gwar anymore, though.
Yeah, but
It's not Gwar anymore.
they are.
I went and saw.
They're still they still got
No,
the same
it's
message.
not the same fucking people.
I just saw them.
It's not the same people.
After what's his
They're
name
all
died.
fucking dead. They're
The
all dead.
only
but
one who died was Davey Brocky.
Dave Brocky
Was
and
that the
Corey
singer
Smoot.
one? That was the singer.
Dave
Okay.
Brocky and Corey Smoot, Flatus Maximus, the guitarist.
Drug overdose?
Flatus Maximus.
One's
is
heart
still in
attack
it.
and one was a drug overdose.
Flatus Maximus is still in it.
He died. I have his fucking tattoo on my titty that I got with his wife. He died years ago.
Oh, I got
The only one that's left is like ball sack. But
no, they got the girl is still there too.
well, she was never original, so fuck her. But I went and saw Ginger like 6 months ago, and when the show was over, because you know how some shows get done down there earlier than they do at the Ritz, we were at Boneyard, and somebody was like, "Yeah, Gwar hasn't even went on yet. Let's go see him." I'm like, "No, fuck Gwar. I don't want to see that shit." And I was like, "You know what? I'll give it a chance. I'll go watch him because I haven't seen him since everybody fucking died, you know?" So I walk in there, and they started playing. They start off with like "Sick of You" or something like that, or "Saddam Go Go," one of the classics, you know. And I'm just looking. It doesn't sound the same. Obviously the vocals aren't going to be the same, but the instrumentals don't sound the same. And now it's all about not even them doing a stage show. It's just about spraying the fucking crowd. Like the stage show's diminished. They don't kill Barack Obama anymore. You know,
It's different. They've killed Barack Obama. I heard their last tour they killed Trump, wasn't it?
I'd imagine different
Trump and
president.
Hillary, they were both on stage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's
But
not
no,
gonna
I'm
be
just
the
saying,
same.
but like I'm not saying do the same thing, but I'm saying there's less of the stage performance. Like there's more of them bringing out giant fucking guns and spraying the crowd with shit than, for instance, when Dave Brocky would murder somebody on stage or spray you with cum out of his big giant alien dick. Like there's less of that.
I would never say though that Gwar existed for great music.
Right.
I enjoy their music.
They existed for their show.
Yeah, I actually do enjoy their music too, but you can't deny that like it's all about the show for Gwar.
But and once again, the show has diminished. It's
Like I would never put on a Gwar CD in my CD player.
I would.
But I would go to one of their shows like in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great time.
Because you're gonna get sprayed,
I
you're
hope the
gonna have
next
a good
time they come
you know?
around, you go and you're fucking miserable.
Fuck.
She's getting all you guys back. I'm glad I was nice
I
to
hope
her.
you get herpes.
Someone's club media is acting up.
Yeah, shit. Flare up. We got a flare up right now.
Someone let Jesse know.
Fuck!
He's carrying that shit from Aaron forward, man. Let him know.
Big shout out to Jesse. Dream team, baby.
You guys are
I
fucking.
just said him by name. I shouldn't have done that.
What'd you say?
So are you guys gonna just bring her on the show from now on because
I
this
think
is
you
like
need
way
to.
more entertaining now.
Yeah,
Talk
I think
shit.
she needs to be part of.
She
the
needs to be a
regular-
part of the show.
Yeah, I
How are you
agree.
gonna fit me in the
And
flyer
she
if I'm in
actually
the corner?
messes with both genres, so she'll be a perfect fit.
Yeah. We might have to bring you on as a co-host.
There you go.
No, fuck that. Make her an intern and just
Yeah,
be
there
like,
you
get
go.
us
Yeah, you
drinks.
I like his idea better.
Okay.
No more
Next show,
Sergio
you
going
play
for
your
beer
game.
runs.
No more beer runs for me.
Now it's the man's
No,
club.
like, I will sneak in eggs to whatever show it is in
jeez.
my bra, and I will throw fucking eggs at you.
Have you ever
while
had
you're
anything
playing.
thrown at you on stage?
Oh man, have I? That's a great question.
He's gonna have an egg thrown at him.
Fuck.
Just gonna hard
I
boil
don't
it
believe
too.
that I have.
Yeah.
I don't believe that I have. No, I can't
Or
think
let
of a
it sit
time,
outside
thank
in the
God.
Florida heat.
You
for a
fucking
good
rock.
hours.
Or just maybe not at you, maybe just the band in general.
Yeah, I'm trying
Panties,
to think.
bras.
With a
Yeah,
Water bottles.
I've had bras and panties thrown. It's been a while. I feel like that's
What's
been
the
a while
weirdest
since-
thing they've thrown up?
That's the only thing I can think of is like bras and panties, and that's been a long time since that's happened.
Told you, Sergio, the egg thing.
I feel like you see like the old movies where the guys have them hanging up around bars and shit. Like to me, that's fucking like some woman was wearing that, sweating and fucking juices flowing in that shit. Her fucking titty. Dead
Residue.
skin flakes.
The eggs that she brought to throw at the bed.
A bar I used to work at back in Illinois, we had like the panties and the bras, and it got to the point where there's so many of them, so we started auctioning them off.
Oof.
And these creepy dudes would come in.
Buy that
These creepy
shit.
dudes would come in because we'd have to match the bra and the panties with a picture.
Well, can you smell them first?
And these creepy dudes would come in and pay for it, and we would just keep the money.
Wow.
Well, doesn't Brass Mug do, I haven't been in there in a while, but
No.
don't they do that as well?
The
Coyote
old one
Ugly,
did.
man.
Coyote Ugly does it.
No,
Yeah.
but Brass Mug currently they don't do that.
Not at the new one.
Just a whole bunch of stickers everywhere. Band
I
stickers.
thought I saw a bunch of
Stickers
bras
and
up on
permanent
there. Maybe I'm
marker.
thinking of
Yeah.
Coyote Ugly then.
Yeah.
That's always been a staple at Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
And Coyote Ugly, I think, is even a little overrated. I probably shouldn't have gone there, but
Oh, you can't do that. You're breaking your own rule.
I know.
Can't say that.
Well, you're not talking about the one.
Last
Give
time I was there
him one
was
of those big long beeps.
You're not talking about the one in Ybor.
No, not at all. He's not talking about the one.
I'm talking about the one in.
He's not talking about the one in Ybor, the one we
Portland.
broadcast out of
I'm
every
talking
other
about the one in
Saturday
Portland.
from 5 to
There
7
you
I thought we
go.
were talking about Portland.
Yeah,
Brass
weren't we
Mug in
just on the
Was
Portland.
there
subject of
even
Portland?
one in
Yeah, the Portland one. Perfect.
Yes. Next question.
Fuck, Henry. Shit.
Shout out to Coyote Ugly in Ybor City. See you Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah, we love you.
When do you broadcast?
This
out of there?
Saturday.
You do some fucks. What time?
Shout out to Cover 2 Conversations.
Fuck.
We're going to be out there at the sports show from 5 to 7 p.m. Coyote Ugly.
Are they doing the XFL stuff out there?
They show the game on the screen. So
Hey, did the Vipers end up winning yesterday or no? 'Cause
I
knew
don't
they
know.
were up like 24-0, and then it was tied, and then I just stopped
crap.
watching.
They only have one win right now, right? Unless they won.
Unless they won last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were 1-3.
Okay.
I want to get on the fucking XFL show.
I know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. You know what?
Tickets, though, if we're smart enough about this,
No, we
should-
get press passes.
No, that's fine. But the
fancy.
season tickets, if you think about it,
Get
when
in there.
right now they're
Special.
150 for the season.
Are they?
But you get grandfathered in for 10 years. So when they get fucking crazy expensive, you have these season tickets that you can just sell off and make
rad.
your money back. It's a good fucking investment.
Yeah, I want to get
Absolutely.
into like I've always wanted Protege to be involved in all forms of entertainment. That includes sports. So I really want to see what my in.
Yeah, I think me and you probably just have to go in there alone. Because
I'm down
and the
with
guys
that.
from Cover 2. Because we have that opportunity. So.
Because I mean, fuck, sports marketing. You know how much money those guys make.
Absolutely.
Like music was where I went because like music's what
Would you
I'm
wear
most
a
passionate
suit?
about. But say what?
Would you wear a suit?
Yeah, I cleaned up well.
Go ahead, Poet. Say something. I know you're dying. I know you're dying.
I cleaned
No
up
comment.
well. And
I've never seen you in anything other than like band T-shirts.
I'll make sure I dress up one day.
Next
See,
Monday
I can see it.
podcast.
Yeah.
We all
I
got
won't-
our
I
suits.
won't. Here's the thing: I hate wearing blazers. I'll wear a vest all day. That doesn't bother me at all. But blazers, like my
Gets hot,
arms are
man.
really big and my back's really wide, and it's just fucking
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And the thing about blazers too is like yours looks great, but like I find like with most blazers that I find like unless I get it like tailor made, which costs a lot of money, like they just don't look really very good. You know what I mean? Like
I have one that's tailored, and even still, like, it's just not. They're not comfortable for me.
right.
I don't like anything that's like cuffing. Like t-shirts are totally different, but somewhere it's like on your shoulder and you can't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So
I feel you.
you
It's Florida. We can't
You ever
wear
done
anything.
you ever done like a show in a tuxedo or anything like that?
Yeah, man. I've certainly I've done shows in like the full like tie and like jacket. Usually the jacket doesn't last more than the first song. The jacket.
I imagine
comes
that'd be
off.
so hard. You're trying to like.
It's a little constricting.
Yeah,
you get
I
used to it, but it's definitely a little constricting.
Playing
yeah.
bass or guitar?
Both. I've done it in both. Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, I know, right? What a freak, freaking nature. No, I've kind of seemed to. It's weird in my music career. I've gone back and forth between bass and guitar and different bands that I've joined. So one band I'm playing bass, and then the next band I'm playing guitar, and then the next band I'm back on bass.
So in the new band, or the band you've been with for a year now, you're playing bass, right?
I am the bass player. Yeah,
Cool.
I've switched to guitar for a couple tours when our guitar player couldn't make the tour, and then back to bass.
Yeah.
So
So for like the last few minutes, we want to plug anything?
Yeah,
Where they find
Any
you?
releases? How do they get a hold
Yeah.
of you? All
Songs.
that.
Yeah, so for sure. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up. A lot of it, sadly, is kind of I'm not allowed to say anything, but I would just say that we do have new music coming very soon, like sooner than you would think. So please keep up on our socials for all of that, which is just like Facebook on Alike Divided Facebook. It's at Alike Divided on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow me, which is Scott Valina, like Vanilla, Vallina, and my Instagram and Twitter handle is just Valina Ice.
Damn, did I get your name wrong? I always thought it was Vanilla.
Ice. Yeah, everyone does, but it's all good. Yeah, Valina Ice, and you'd be amazed at the messages that I get from people.
Valina,
Like, dude, I loved you in the 90s. I'm like, go fuck yourself, asshole. How old do I look?
So hold on a second. It's Scott Valina?
It's actually Valina, yeah.
Every time whenever somebody talks about you, they Scott Vanilla, Scott
Don't
Vanilla,
feel bad.
Scott Vanilla.
I know. It's
Scott
I
Vanilla.
just go with it.
Yeah.
I just go with it.
Shit.
It's all good. I mean, hell, like I said, my Instagram is Valina Ice. So.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to say it because when he brought you on, it said Scott Vanilla. I'm like, that's kind of a weird stage name for metal.
Well,
I always thought that.
A lot of people, like even my friends call me that. They know my name, but they just call me Vanilla. You know, it's just kind of
Well, fucking
what everyone calls me. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, we do have that. We have a tour that we're about to announce. I can't say exactly when, but any day. So follow all of our socials and mine personal for that, and you'll be able to keep up with everything that Alike Divided is doing. And it's a lot because we're very busy.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Sit next to a rock star over
am.
here, bro.
a rock star that's
Dude,
poor.
Like all others. Honestly, no, dude. Like Mr. Bella is one of my favorite local bands of all. I don't
They're
know
great.
if they're right to say local anymore, but they were one of my favorites. And yeah, so I'm sitting here with a guy who I'm a fan of.
Oh, dude, I'm a fan of you guys. You guys are hardworking in this
and
like,
Light Divided.
scene.
Like I've never locked them in, but it's not because I don't like the music. It just never worked out.
No, of course,
But,
yeah.
You know, Light Divided, they're a great band as well.
We'll work together at some point for sure. Like, because I'm a fan of all you guys, man. All you guys are super
Awesome.
hardworking.
Dude, in
I love
Orlando,
working
yeah,
with you.
like Clint's got you guys locked in Orlando, and for good reason, because Orlando, you guys would kill it.
Sure.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I want to do a Tampa show with you here, though. Well, we will at some point.
Yeah, I'm down.
We will
I'm
at
down
some
for
point for sure. I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you guys so much. It was really cool of you.
Yeah. Allie, you want to plug anything? Last few minutes?
No.
Nothing?
What's your new flavor of the week? Who's
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not doing that on this.
What?
Why not?
Why not?
it? Is it still Jesse, or we got someone new now?
Jesse did drop her off earlier.
Oh boy.
So Jesse was
Just,
pounding that shit up
Pounding
before
it.
she.
Oh,
got
that
it.
was the guy
Yeah.
from before.
Oh, here we go.
Now
He
she
was
sits
going.
up.
Big shout out to Jesse. Big shout out to Jesse. Love you, man.
Hey Jesse, how you doing, man? What time is it?
I really hope he's busy and he's not watching us.
5 minutes.
You got anything else?
If you like breakbeats, this Saturday,
Nope.
I have DJ X, the funky breaks originator.
See, when you say funky, I'm expecting to hear some funk there, but I feel like you
No.
said that before. And
No, it's
There was no funk. There was a severe lack of funk.
he just created the genre.
And it was just me, Henry, and Poet at the show.
he just
was
he
just
just
us
created
three.
that genre. But yeah, he's been around a long time as a DJ. Have you ever heard of DJ X?
I haven't, but I'm not
No,
as
you're not
plugged into the
but
DJ
yeah.
scene as you. Yeah.
But I really sad.
Where's he based out of?
He's here, Tampa. He's a Tampa guy.
if he could,
Oh.
actually bring some funk, I'd be a lot more excited about going.
Is he going to bring
Yeah.
people?
I don't care
we'll
about
see,
that. Just
you
bring
know?
in some actual funk.
We'll
and I'd be
see.
down with it.
I don't know if it's.
Shout out to my girl Jen Stinnett. She'll probably be there.
Oh, great.
Jeez.
I don't know if it's.
Vicious in here.
No, I don't think she would be. I don't think she will because of me. But
Why would
Yeah,
she
I
not
don't know.
come because of you?
what,
I thought you were this wonderful, great.
What'd you do?
herpes.
What
I gave her
happened?
herpes.
Oh damn it!
You gave her herpes?
You should be grateful. She doesn't have to worry about
Yeah,
it
I gave
anymore.
her herpes.
We actually
Kind of
keep
looked like
this
she'd
little-
already have it.
We keep this little.
That's a
jelly-
joke. We're
jelly
not bashing
dick at the
people on.
Pegasus.
A jelly
no.
dick?
It's a jelly dick.
Okay.
It's like this big,
Okay.
and we named it after a poet. It's called Phyllis, after syphilis.
Sergio,
Oh my
I
God.
can go on another radio network if you continue to laugh at people's jokes.
I laugh at what's funny.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah! By the way, Friday at Crowbar, I am bringing Flowhio Eats back. So if you guys want some tacos,
You know,
Oh,
we've
shit.
been hearing that for a fucking year.
No,
Talk
because-
about, I'm bringing
No,
tacos.
because I've
I'm
never
bringing
been, I
tacos.
always have shows every day.
We
This
have a
is-
beats
you
and
got-
eats at
I had
Pegasus.
2 days off this month, and that Friday, Fresh P taking it because him and Mike Twice are doing an album release party. He invited me, said, "Hey, can you come do the food?" So I will be there this Friday. Come get your tacos if you're looking for them. If you can't come Friday, March 28th, Beats and Eats
What day
returns.
of the week is that?
Which one? This Friday?
The 28th.
28th is a Saturday.
Oh, that's
Pegasus.
That's my day off.
We got Beats and Eats. We got
tacos, taco
a
bowls.
producer competition, top 16 producers. They play their 90-second song. We got 3 local producers, 2 of which are on my network, Jay Wiz and Brixton Bang on the Assembly Line, which airs this Saturday. And the third judge, who was the winner from the first Bring Your Best competition, Mr. Mad Smooth. They hear the 90 seconds. They give it a score from 1 to 10. They don't know who made it. So now it's about the product as opposed to, oh, I know the guy. I'm going to give him a 10. Then boom. You got 8 producers, then 4, and then the final 2, and then the winner gets $200. We also have D Baby performing. We also have Theo Lane performing, and we have Just Henry performing from Just Chillin', which is another show on the Flow Ohio Radio Network that you can tune in to hear every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And for those that know that have been to Beats and Eats, you know that we give away prizes and games, and it's all kinds of fun. And you
Little
can
baby
challenge me and
Gatorades.
connect 4. Yeah, I can't do that.
We're gonna have to charge you for.
But this
promotion
year,
on
the
our
top
show.
prize, and I got this from you, the top prize for the raffle is $100 now. Because I remember you were like, I would have bought tickets if I knew there was a good prize. Well, guess what?
Yeah, last
It's
year I won a
$100.
fucking Gatorade. I was
Yeah, you did.
pissed.
Well,
And it
that's
wasn't
be-
even a full size Gatorade.
because
it
we
was
get
a baby
listen,
fucking
we
Gatorade.
have those are called the dollar store checkout line prizes. So the pregnancy
You need to
test is
advertise
still
that.
there for the 3rd episode in a row.
You can get a pregnancy test.
You
There
can
you
get a
go.
dollar
I need one.
pregnancy
I have an
test.
IUD.
So this Saturday, not this Saturday, last Saturday of the month, March 28th, Pegasus Lounge. Come hang out. I got tickets. All the performers and all the judges have tickets. They're $10. If you don't get them now, it's $15 at the door. Remember, each ticket is a raffle ticket as well. So you can win $100 just for showing up. And that's all I have to say about that.
It's not fucking vanilla.
Well,
It's whatever. You can call me Susan if it makes you happy.
another good show on Diamond Vibes Radio with Alli.
You don't have to say all the rest of that. You can just say my
CWP.
name.
CW Crazy White People Promotions.
You can't. Oh, that gives away the allure.
John Poet with Poet Vibes.
.com.
Scott Vellini with A Light
Vellini?
Divided.
Now it's
You fucked it up.
Close enough.
How do you?
Vanilla's
it's
fine.
Valina.
Oh, whatever.
Scott
Vellino.
Vanilla.
It's Scott Valina.
Scott Vellino with A Light Divided. Former Mr. Bella and Glitter Gutter or something like
Yeah.
that.
Glitter Guns. That was a long time
That
ago.
was a
bro.
long
Added
time
an
ago.
O
Long
to his
time
name. You added a Y. Now it's
Scott, this guy.
All right.
All right,
That's
that
me.
guy. And then we got Sergio, my main man.
Bam.
We out.
All right, yo, take it easy, okay?
See you next week.
Stay tuned. We coming right back. Truth Radio is about to start in a few moments. Yo, take it easy, okay?